Oh, shit. Hey, chat. How's everybody doing tonight? In bed listening as it's 4 a.m. Damn, girl, it's late. It's late. That is so weird. My thing says that I have 0 views, yet there's people in here. Good work, StreamYards. Good work. How's everybody doing? Crazy day today, huh? Crazy day. Do you guys hear me all right? I hope so. Sure. Fuck, hope so. Muppets. How you doing, girl? What's up, Stacy, Desiree D, Novemberine in the house, Carol C, Shannon Uncensored. Hey, Shannon. I saw your email, girl. I'm gonna get back. Excuse me, back to you. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Janet Anderson. Stephanie. Wild day to say the least, Stephanie. Fuck sakes. Okay, you guys hear me fine. All right. I'm just making sure. Hey, Ange. Hey, girl. Nanny. What up, Tiff? Long time no talk. Sarah, Michelle. All right. Let's get down to business here. What's up, Ash? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Ash. First of all, wait. Hold on. Let's back this all up. We're going to go back. Okay. Hey, Neek. Back in time. We're going to go back in time to Diane. Must be a thing with people named Diane that they're all fucking assholes. I don't know. I asked him and Diane's was blocked. Thanks, Donna. I appreciate that. This place is a fucking dump. It really is. It's getting out of control at this point. Why? I had an interesting question come up from FOD yesterday when they came into my live. They asked me why I would give Brian a platform. Well, FOD hasn't been around very long, right? FOD's rather new to this area, right? I don't know how long they've been on YouTube, but they haven't been in this little shithole part of the world, part of YouTube for quite some time, right? So, hold on a second. I'm just putting my headphones in the thing there. Oh, let me grab my chat too. I couldn't believe what I was hearing earlier. Me neither, Novemberine. Hey, Mercedes girl. Pugs, how's your son doing? God. So, all right. What people like FOD don't understand is that there's a lot of history between all of us, right? At one point in time, way back when, we were all friends. Me, Laura, Brian, Diane. You know, I feel like we kind of, in a sense, are like the founding fathers and mothers of this little neck of the woods here on YouTube, right? Because we were all friends at one point in time. And I feel like we all, I could even extend that. I'll even go as far as Marianne and who else? Trying to think. There was a bunch of us. Pink's one of the other people, right? We were all friends at one time. And so things happened as they do in life. We all kind of separate. It's just part of life, right? We all, you break apart from people. Once you, especially on the internet, it's very simple for that to happen because people have very, very different points of view. Hold on. I'm just trying to open my chat so I can't see the chat right at this moment. People have different points of view and different opinions. And we have this cloak of people have different points. Hold on. We kind of have this, like, I guess I could call it, what the hell is this? What happened? We have this like safety net, right? Of being behind a computer and the fact that like we're not face to face with people. So I do think that we're more apt. Hold on, let me just see what Pugs said there about her son. He was released about 3 days. Oh, good. All right. Well, nothing has changed really. Hopefully, Pug. Prayers for him. Prayers for him. He was released about 3 days today to home health. Okay. That's good news, though. They wouldn't release him if, you know, medically, I guess they got him in a place where he was stable. So that's a good thing. Thanks, Laura. So anyway, we were all friends at one point in time, right? All of us. Me, you know, whoever. Brian, Laura, Diane, everybody. Pink. You know, and then as time went on, I guess we all kind of grew apart in a sense, as people do. You know, people aren't as afraid to voice their opinions here on the internet. That's what I was basically trying to say. So, you know, there is a history there. There's a history there, I guess. That was what I'm trying to say. And so when FOD asked, you know, why would I bring up Brian on my panel? Well, there is a history there, you know, whether, you know, if my feelings about him now different, I still see him as a person who, yeah, at one point in time, I could talk to him. You know, I've known Brian for a year, and whether I like him or not, oh, hell no, Anne. No. You know, whether I like him or not, I still could have a conversation with him because, again, there's a history there. But today, Diane, let's fucking Dumpy Dump. Fucking Dumpy Dump on her panel. Okay. And Dumpy Dump gets up there and my name comes up. Of course it does. Right. And she's like, Mega Mobster. Somebody says Mega Mobster, or I don't know if it was her. And that went from Mega Mobster to Liana. She says my last name. And then she takes a little fucking attempt at saying my maiden name, but she totally fucked it up. So she thinks she has my information. Girl, you need to go look again because you don't even have it right. Okay? And I know you're watching, Karina Cabrera. And yeah, I just doxed her fucking ass. Fuck her. I don't care. Because you're going to threaten my kid? Girl. Just remember, as much as you think you have my information, Karina, I have yours too. Okay? I know exactly where you are. And since you were dumb enough to put a threat against me, a veiled threat, I also have that too. So good job, dumbass. I think this girl, because she's so broke ass, doesn't have a job or any really hopes in life. No car, no license, no children, nothing really to live for. Maybe she wants to go to jail. You know, 2 hots in a cot. Maybe that's what she's looking for. But needless to say, there is something severely fucking wrong with this girl. And we tried to warn everybody. Hence the reason we don't speak with her anymore. Hence the reason she's the CPS caller. Or the cop caller, and not us. The girl is fucked in the head. Okay? Who's getting the blanket party? I'll tell you, Neek. And it's definite. We should take a ride. Have a little party for her. So I don't really know. I don't know if that was a threat. If it was, you're fucking stupid, Karina. For all the mafioso people you tried to tell us that you fucking knew, you clearly don't know that many. Because no mafioso person is going to fucking tell you to threaten anybody. If you were really part of the mafia or knew people in it, you would know to keep your fucking mouth shut and just do what you got to do. But you're an idiot. We've learned that already. Now, she was acting today on Diane's panel. Like she's all big and bad. And she's like, yeah, you know, I called the cops and I put my name right on that report. Well, all you guys have to do is go scoot on over to my other channel, Mega Mobster Live, okay? And you're going to see her basically shitting her pants Oh my God, I didn't think they were going to put my name on it. I'm having a panic attack. I even think she mentioned that she might end her life over this shit. End her fucking life. Okay. But today she is all big and bad, you know. Oh, I put my name right on that report. I fucking told those motherfuckers what was up. Well, which one is it, girl? Which one is it? John, while you're here, if you don't mind. So she tried to get with you guys. You didn't want to be down with doing illegal stuff with her. So she gets mad, and Diane and Wendy like her, not you. No, John. I'm not gonna. She was really rude to Diane. Oh, well, when it comes to Diane, here's what happened. So she says my full fucking name, threatens my kid, right? And like it was like a delayed reaction. Like it was like 10 minutes later, Diane was like, excuse me, you're not gonna say people's names on my live stream. I'm like, dude, you're like, we're way past that, Diane. We moved on. She's threatening my fucking family now. Don't worry. But but John, I do want to ask you something, because another asshole that just can't stay the fuck away from YouTube, Kim, keeps coming in here. And I really just, if you could clarify, John, because she's taking credit. I didn't see this with my own eyes, but I heard that she, yeah, she probably did, Tiffany. She got a text from Wendy, probably directing her to, oh my God, your image. Like, Diane, you don't need to tell me what to do, okay, when I'm threatened. You know, I appreciate it, but at the same time, why are you giving... I'll get to that in a minute. Let me go back to Kim for a second. Kim, I hear, is taking credit. This is so funny. For us, right? Finally doing the right thing and outing her Dumpy Dump. Kim, I think you're fucking over-medicated. Okay. I know you said tonight some bullshit. Like Tiffany said you were self-medicating. That never happened. But I do happen to know, I heard from various sources that you are over-medicated. Okay. And you sound like you are. And maybe in a case like that, you need to stay off of YouTube. Anyway. But yeah, we called you up that day too. Did Kim talk us into telling Brian? Because like, I remember her not even talking on that phone call. In fact, I remember her doing her COVID cough because she had just gotten out of the hospital like the day before, I think. And, you know, she's out of the hospital from COVID, right? Her and her hospice, you know, she's on hospice. She gets COVID and then she gets out of the hospital and boom, right back into fucking YouTube drama the next day. Like the next day. Like, what would you do? Most of us would be like home recovering. No, she's on the phone discussing YouTube drama a day out of the hospital from COVID while she's on hospice. Right. So the whole phone call was her doing this kind of concerning cough. It was that was the whole phone call with her coughing. Okay. And the reason I remember this is because I am very triggered by coughing sounds. I don't know, maybe it's like a trauma thing. Is like, you know, my dad was passing away from lung cancer. The coughing was horrendous and horrible. It was disturbing. And so you kind of tend to like, I don't know, you kind of tend to remember those sounds. You know what I'm saying? So when people have a bad cough, right? Like now it disturbs me a little bit, you know? Okay. So I don't know, John, if he's in here, I mean, maybe he remembers because he wasn't on the whole phone call. John came in at like the very end of the phone call, but I'm just curious to know if he remembers that, whether or not she was the one who, you know, told us to do the right thing, because that's what she's trying to make it seem like. But no, she was pretty quiet on that phone call, except for coughing a lot. And I think when we hung up with everybody, we didn't know what we were dealing with still at that point in time and didn't know what we were going to do. And it wasn't until about, I don't know, 20 minutes later that we pretty much unanimously, I believe I text Tiffany and I said, girl, I think we need to do like the right thing. And she's like, yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Like we were both on the same page about it. And I think we then called Tracy and then, everything went from there. No, Mona, no, it wasn't John who coined the phrase dumpy dump. You need to go back in your YouTube. All right, hold on. Here's John fucking comment. Hold on. For some reason, hold on a second. There it is. On the call I was on, she could hardly talk. We talked on the phone, me, you, and Tiffany before that call anyways. She had zero to do with the decision for you guys to do the right thing. Thank you, John. Thank you. I just appreciate you saying that because I know, we had discussed this stuff and, yes, thank you. I appreciate that because nobody believes me and Tiffany and I just want to hear it from another person who was on the phone because originally I don't think they were already on the phone and then they added me and then later on we added John. So, and John got on the phone just like I did because when I got on the phone and I heard Kim was on the phone, I was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Like she just got out of the hospital, COVID, right? And it was like, dude, like our whole lives, everybody's lives are being affected. We're only like a month into quarantine at this point in time, And I'm like, what? Like, how is it? Like, what is it like? This disease that's affecting everybody's fucking lives around us. The whole world is in a fucking quarantine. She's like, oh, I'm all right. And then just, that was it. Like, she didn't want to even discuss it. She didn't want to say a word about it. And I thought it was very strange because I'm like, really? You don't have a little more to say than that? Like, I'm okay. Like I just 5 days in the hospital, a hospice patient fucking with COVID. She got out. Okay. Just remember that. There's completely healthy people out there. That's what first started made me question things. And I think it made a lot of her friends question things, but that's totally besides the point. And I just dropped my fucking lighter. Son of a bitch. Anyway, so back to Diane's panel. I just had to bring that up while it was fresh in my head. So Dumpy Dump gets on this panel and she doesn't deserve the respect of being called Karina. She is a fucking Dumpy Dump. She gets up on this panel and I'm like, I can't even fucking wrap my head around why Diane is even entertaining this fucking asshole. This cop calling fucking false reporting asshole. Okay? Why? Why are you fucking entertaining this person, Diane? And not for nothing, Diane. I know you were trying to make it like you were looking out for me, but like you're a day late and a dollar short with this shit. Okay? If you were looking out for me, or even gave a slight fuck about me, okay, as a human, right? Because I just want to tell you guys something, right? When Diane was being threatened by Black Queen, Makeup Mobster over here emailed Diane. And I said, Diane, fuck this shit. I don't care whether we're friends or not at this point in time, because right at that point in time, I wasn't very happy with Diane. I was not very happy with her. But the type of person I am, as I said before, is like, in a sense, if you and I were friends at some point in time, and I cared about you, there's always going to be that little tiny part of me that's going to care. Because that's just the type of person I am, okay? So I never fully stop caring about people, okay? Maybe people that have really, really, really fucked me over. But at that point in time, I didn't feel like, I felt like, I don't care for Diane right now. I'm fucking pissed off at her, but I don't want to see her being threatened by somebody else. That shit's not cool with me. Okay. So, I made it a point to reach out to Diane to make sure she was okay. But see, Diane doesn't return that same favor to me. No, she doesn't. because I don't think she really cares about anybody but herself. Because proving that Randy, let's just put this into perspective, okay? Diane had a fucking known crazy bitch, okay? Cop calling crazy bitch on her panel to prove something. All right. So right there, we got a problem. She wanted her to prove that Randy isn't having this weird online love affair with full-on drama. First of all, so I could correct all of them, and FOD too. Laura's not the one that said that. Okay, so stop blaming Laura. It was me who said that, because that is what your friend, who you always stick up for, full-on drama, your friend Dumpy Dump, she's the one who told us that. Where would I have gotten that from? Like, I didn't even really know that they were that close. Your friend that you ride so hard for, Karina, is, and now I know why. Now I understand why you ride so hard for Karina. Your friend Karina, who you're clearly still in touch with, even though you've pretended that you miss her on, you know, in chats and stuff, your friend Karina is the one who said that to us. She could deny it as much as she wants. And as soon as I listen to that other phone call again, I'll let you know if I have it on a recording. I haven't had time, full-on drama, to have a fucking life. I know that's hard to believe, but I have a fucking life. How do you like that? Anywho, so Karina, back to Karina. Dumpy Dump, okay? Karina. So she gets up there on Diane's panel because they needed her to validate something. They needed to use a fucking crazy liar as validating proof. I can't make this shit up. You just can't fucking make this shit up. Pugs, no. Pugs. No, she did not leave YouTube. It's very clear she's been around. She was even looking Diane up. And I don't know, researching Diane for some reason. Why? I don't know. I really don't fucking know. Don't know. Anyway, so she gets up and she says something to the effect. Now, she talks in circles, so it was kind of hard for me to understand what she was saying. But she was like, if Megan Matson needs to worry about her own kid or some shit. It was said in a threatening kind of manner. She'd be very stupid. Very stupid, Karina. Bad move, girl. Bad move on your behalf. Doxes my name and then starts to gaslight and lie, saying that, I don't know, she said some weird shit about Tiffany asking her to make a video. And then comes the production team. All right. So I know everybody's wondering, what is this production team? Well, according to Karina, she told us this. I believe she told us this on the phone. Again, I have to listen to that phone call. But I believe she told us, see, we talked to her 2 times. Well, I only spoke to her 2 times. Excuse me. The first time we talked to her, we did not record her. But it was the first time we talked to her that we decided if there's another time we talk to her, we need to record this bitch because she's fucking crazy. Okay. So, and she's like, without my consent. Well, guess what, fucking Karina, we didn't need your consent. Both of us live in one-party states. Okay. Which means that only one party, Miss Mafioso, you should know this because this law was actually made so the feds could tap the phones. Okay. It's a one-party rule, state, basically that we are the consenting party. So you don't have to consent. Only we do. So too bad, huh? Sucks to be you. Be careful who you're talking to. That's all I can say. Or how about just don't be an asshole. And if you get recorded, it won't matter because you're not a fucking asshole, right? So exactly, Tiffany, you are the one party. So it doesn't matter. 2 parties, 3 parties, it doesn't fucking matter. So anyway, hold on a second. Anyway, she was very salty about that shit, but she was talking about this production team, okay? So according to her, she told us, and again, I'd have to reference this other call, but she told us about FOD. She said, yes, it's a woman, and yes, her name's Renee, okay? And she basically gave us her information, right? In a sense. So at that point, though, I still didn't believe it. I still didn't know. I walked away from that because Wendy made a very big to-do and a very big deal about it. Hey, Jules. So she made a very big deal about that. Wendy, she was like, they knew who FOD was. We didn't really know because we didn't know if we could believe this girl 100%. You know, it was like everything that came out of her mouth was questionable. And I'll remind you guys again, this was the same girl that's like, oh, my uncle's a senator. Oh, this one's this. And my father's brother's mother's sister's a lawyer. You know, everybody was a fucking somebody. She knew like lawyers, doctors, fucking, you know, FBI agents, senators. She was becoming an informant in an investigation, like all this crazy shit. This woman said things that were just so fucking off the wall that you don't know what you can believe and what you can't believe, you know, when it was coming out of her mouth. You know, this one's married to a mafia guy. I don't fucking know. Everybody in New Jersey, I'm just going to put this out there because everybody in Jersey, everybody in New York thinks they know somebody in the mafia. And when it comes down to it, I would guarantee probably about 5% of those people actually know somebody who's in the mafia. Just saying. Probably even less than that. Maybe 3%. Mafia ain't that big. It's not that big. But anyway, fucking idiots. So, because here's the thing, when you know somebody in the mafia, you don't go around bragging about it. It's like Jesus. Anyway, what was I going to say? So, let me think. Anne Leave. Who's Anne? My grandma was mafia. That's how I got the name Nanny. Omerta. Yeah, exactly. Nanny. That's how I got the name Nanny. My grandma gave it to me. Nanny 2 times. Because she said everything 2 times. Like, I gotta go get the papers. Get the papers. Anyway. So, back to Dumpy Dump, right? I'm trying to think of what I just totally lost like my whole train of thought. Talking about, the production team, right? So she told us that full-on drama was a woman and yada, yada, yada. And we didn't know if we could believe it because it's like, who the fuck believes anything this girl is saying at this point? You know, I'm not like a person who's into like name droppers. You guys know what I'm talking about. We all know one of these people that are fucking name droppers, right? That they're like, oh, I know so-and-so. I know this person and I know that person. She's one of those people who talks big like that because she's trying to impress you, you know, when really she's got nothing. Like, here's one example. She told us that Rel was putting cameras in her house. And we were like, what? Why would Rel put cameras in this girl's house? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Right? It made no sense. Why would Rel put fucking cameras in this girl's house? But this is what she's telling us. Well, really, the story, she made it seem like Rel was taking care of her, right? She was like, yeah, the boys, Jersey. Oh, but she didn't even call him Jersey. She was so cool with them and so in tight with them, right? That she called him JD. He wasn't Jersey, he was JD, yo, right? And she was so tight with them. She's like, the boys. She, in her fucking demented brain, this girl thought we were in like a fucking gang or some shit. Like, it was so weird. Right, Tiffany? Can you verify this? Because it was fucking weird. It was fucking weird. So she told us that FOD was a woman, but that there was also a man that worked on the account. And then I forget exactly what she said, but it was something to the effect of that when it's a guy, when it's video games, it's a guy. And when it's her, it's when it's a woman, that's who writes all the emails and that's who does this and that and the other thing. Now, she told me the same thing when she first emailed me. She told me it's her cousin V, who then turned into Veronica or Victoria or some shit like that. So it was her and V. They were switching off emailing me. I still don't know what the fuck was true. I'm totally lost on that one. There is another, and it's a third. What do you mean, Pugs? I don't even know. So she made it seem to us as if there was this whole production team. Now, I don't know if that was like FOD. I kind of forget. I would have to look back in our texts, in our messages. But she made it like it was FOD and Rel had people. And, you know, it was all this like big production team. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. She was also talking about a charity fucking boxing match with Brian. So I don't know what the fuck this girl was talking about. I just remembered that. That was some crazy shit. Fucking shit. So if you remember, I found her that day. I started reading, and as soon as I got to the fucking celebrity boxing match part, I was like, ding, 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 I'm out. Tap the fuck out. I didn't want anything else to do with it. Yeah, FoxyBot. She kept talking about this production team. All right, Pugs, hold on. I'll check in a second. She kept telling us about this production team that was going to make videos for, I don't even know who. I really didn't understand it. And I got to be honest with you, she had like that Mandy fucking thing where it was like, I just would tune her out when she started talking about shit like that. Cause I was like, you lost me, girl. You lost me at celebrity boxing match. Okay. You lost me. I'm fucking totally lost on that shit. Hold on. What? That was weird. Somebody screamed something. Hold on, let me check. What the fuck? You guys hear that? Oh, interesting. Interesting, Pugs. It's interesting. So anyway, so yeah, she was like, you know, this person's part of it and that person. And I don't know how or when her and FOD became friends. But one of the things she would do, and I was just talking about this with Tiffany, one of the things that she would do was she used anxiety a lot. Like, you know, I mean, I'm talking like the fucking 4 times we talked to her. She was basically would be like, oh, FOD's having a panic attack. She has really bad anxiety. You know, like she always was using that as like a, I don't know, thing. And, you know, now that I'm looking at this, right, and I'm really thinking about it, and what I heard today, oh, I heard that. What was that? My hair stood up. Seriously, go see what that was. Oh, FoxyBot. No, that was some kid driving by in a car, some teenagers. You know, I was thinking about that today because one thing that Karina did say that was pretty blatantly obvious is she kind of admitted to today. Well, not kind of. She did basically was that FOD basically knew about this second call on Brian. And I'm like, wow, that's some fucked up shit. Because, like, I knew she was talking to FOD, and I don't know why I didn't put this together before. I guess I just wasn't thinking about it. But I think that FOD, you know, they didn't want to call again. And now that I'm thinking about it, they use the anxiety with her all the time. Maybe they were telling her that they were scared of Brian. And I'm just theorizing here, but it makes sense because I have to be honest with you guys. I really didn't understand why Dumpy Dump like got herself involved with this whole thing with Brian, right? Oh, thank you, Poppy J. Welcome to the Lawn Chair Mafia. I'm just kidding. Welcome to Associates. I just got to ask a question about that while I'm thinking of it. Didn't Diane and Wendy and all them, don't they like rip on Laura for saying mob boss all the time? Why would you make one of your levels mafia? when you rip on other people about it. I'm just saying. But anyway, welcome, Poppy Day. Thank you too. That's the other thing. The other part of that I forgot. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Dumpy Dump thing. So she had told me and Tiffany at one point in time that Brian was coming after her and doxing her. And I'm thinking, well, that's weird because first of all, you're here as Dumpy Dump, right? So then that would mean that Brian knew that Dumpy Dump was Karina. And then how did Brian know that? Who would have told Brian that Dumpy Dump was Karina, right? So how is he doxing you? I don't think Brian had any interest in Jenny Jen and her Fisher Price the Brian fucking, I don't think even had Dumpy Dump, the person Dumpy Dump was even on his fucking radar from what I remember. So, and I'm thinking, and I remember talking about this with Tiffany, like, where the fuck was Brian doxing Dumpy Dump? Like, I didn't see it. She never showed us proof of it. And I didn't know if she was just saying that. I don't know. I still to this day don't know. But if I think about it now, and I think about how FOD, which I have to say, man, you know, FOD, I tried to like you and respect you, but after today, I don't know. I just don't know. It's kind of hard for me. So you basically, you want to know why it's hard? Because I was just listening to you, FOD, right before I came live. Dana was up on panel and it had come up because Dana had said she missed Diane's thing and what happened. And so FOD gave her a very short version, right? And I just found it weird because the other night FOD came in my chat and they had some pretty big fucking bulls in my chat, you know, like, and pretty much any time they've ever been in a chat, they've defended the shit out of, you know, their decision to call CPS or call the police on Brian. But on a live stream, when it came up and Dana was talking about being a mandated reporter and all this shit, FOD didn't really have much to say. And I just found it kind of weird that, like, how come you have so much to say when you're typing, but you don't say that much when you're actually on a panel? Like, and you could actually explain yourself. Because I don't know, for me, like today I asked Tiffany for a link because like I can't type. I feel like it's easier for me to just talk sometimes, right? That's just me. I don't know. I'd rather explain myself verbally, you know, sometimes. So that's beside the point. So, you know, listen, if the police or a CPS, right, don't be FOD, and I've said this plenty of times, you know, if they didn't find anything the first time around, okay, then the second time around, what did you think was going to happen? So, you know, I'm looking at this totally different now because I've noticed that FOD, I'm sorry, but you're a little shady. You know, you came around here playing like you don't talk to fucking Karina anymore. And I think it was pretty clear today that you still have some way to get in touch with her. Yeah, she's very mousy and quiet, Mrs. Nevins. And hello, Mrs. Nevins. Long time no see, girl. Not really that long, but you know what I mean. Got all her info from MGL. Well, happy. She certainly got her info from about me from her. I know that. You know, she clearly found my Facebook page because she, you know, she threw my maiden name in there, which I thought was weird, but she didn't even get it right. So if you're gonna dox me, dumpy bitch, do it the right way. Okay, thanks. Anyway, so fuck was I saying? I don't know. I just find it a little weird. And, you know, the whole thing with FOD, I think, and I don't even want to give Karina that much of a pass, but I do think in a little way, there's a small possibility. And again, this is me speculating, so I don't know. Thank you, Peekaboo. Thank you. What? Let me pin Peekaboo's comment. If I can find it on this shitty fucking thing here. Peekaboo, where are you? There you are. Oh, that was funny. I didn't mean to say that, but Peekaboo, where are you? Anyway, so I did find it, and I'm reading Peekaboo's comment right now where they say, I find it strange that Karina was so concerned for the well-being of Brian's children, yet she turns around and threatened your son. Oh, that's interesting, Peekaboo. That is interesting, right? Well, she didn't really threaten my son. She really was like, watch out for your own son or some shit. Like, Karina, I know you don't have kids and you probably never will because there'll probably never be a man that wants to fucking breed with you. But, you know, she does a good job, in case you guys didn't notice, because I actually thought she was, and I know if NYC or Benista was here, she would back me up on this. I actually, when Karina first came around as Karina, I actually like thought she was a decent human because she can, like Mandy and many other of the sociopaths around here, she can sound normal. She can make herself sound like a normal, decent human being. But back to my whole point there. So my theory, and this is me speculating, and I could be totally wrong, you know, maybe FOD, maybe you could do like a video about me, clip me, you know, like you do with everybody else. And I'm not criticizing you for that. I'm just stating it as a fact. Maybe you could do a video and answer my question, because I kind of feel in a sense that maybe Karina was emotionally manipulated by you. Maybe just a little bit emotionally manipulated by you into doing that to Brian. That's a theory. Or she just could have been trying to impress Rel and thinking, you know, she's going to get in with these people because she really wanted to get in with Rel really bad for some reason. And I wasn't quite sure what it is. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Rel had two friends that he had brought on, right? And one of them was Jersey, who I like. I actually like Jersey Deep. He's cool. He's a cool dude. The other was, shit, why can't I remember his name? I forget the other guy's name. I'm having a total brain fart right now. What did Mona say? I gotta delete her. Wow, just wow. Why can't you stop the insanity? Perpetuation after perpetuation after. Do you people need a fucking dictionary? Do you know what perpetuation is, you fucking idiot? Mona, here's the thing, Mona. Get the fuck out of my chat. Stop fucking watching me, Mona. If you're so fucking bothered by my story and it's grown so tiresome, nobody needs to pardon the fuck out of you. You could pardon yourself the fuck out of my chat. Okay? Fuck out of here, Mona. Bye, you dumb bitch. Go take a shower and watch YouTube. Which I have to point that out. Mona was in the fucking shower today. And somehow, whether she brings a waterproof case in there with her or not, she managed to be sitting in Tiffany's chat talking shit while she's in the fucking shower. And Diane and Wendy are up there making fun of fucking Tiffany. Oh my God, she's cooking dinner and washing dishes while she's on the phone. As if that's like totally abnormal to do. As if they never speak about YouTube shit. Aren't you guys both in the fucking voice chat and Discord? That's off YouTube. But they're talking shit about Tiffany doing it. But meanwhile, one of their, you know, top subs there, Mona, is fucking in the shower and participating in a chat. And I'm like, Mona, are you fucking serious? I'm thinking in my head, is this fucking lady serious? She's in the shower? I'm like, why don't you concentrate on scrubbing your toes instead of what Tiffany's saying that has nothing to do with you? at all. I mean, it's fucking weird, Mona. Sorry. I would be embarrassed to admit that I would had my phone in the fucking shower with me. Really. I really would be. That's fucking strange. But you're blocked now, so you can't even defend yourself. But you could go fuck yourself. Anyway. We'll talk about how much makeup mobsters changed. That's why I changed. You see that motherfucker saying stupid shit like that? There you go. Anyway. Hey, Pete. Pete. I love Pete. Pete's a girl, too, by the way. So, just in case, like, my husband hears me or some shit. Pete's a girl. All right, so back to the whatever I was saying before Mona rudely interrupted me. I forgot. Dumpy Dump. Hold on. Dumpy Dump. FOD and my theory. So FOD, you know, mine of Randy, listen, Randy's probably, God, how do I say this without sounding like an asshole? Lish, what the hell? Wait a second. All right, well, at least I know that's the real you, Lish. Oh, shit, I probably didn't save it. Damn it. Hold on, Lish. I might have to delete it again. And then give it to you. So don't go nowhere. Just hang out for a second. Anyway, you know, I don't know. Randy has said that this person's manipulative, and I kind of believe them in a sense. I kind of believe Randy in that. Because I could kind of see it. I could kind of see it in the way that they talk to people. They're not, I don't think they're a bad person. I think that they're just they know how to get what they want, and they use their emotions to do so, like their anxiety and all this other shit. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. It's just a theory. I mean, the other theory is that Karina's just fucking crazy, and she wanted to call CPS on Brian for no reason or whatever. All right, Lish, I'm going to delete both of these because I didn't save it, because I don't know if they're both you. All right, and then I'll give you a new. Just, Lish, if you could just type a comment in my chat or put an emoji. How did Mona get back? Good Lord, just let her stay. What the fuck was that? There's like people screaming. Oh, okay. Ballet Babe, I also sometimes listen to YouTube while I'm in the shower. She was like actively participating in the chat. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, my shower time usually is like my peace time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. It's like, I don't know. I could just sit there, like, picture Mona with bubbles on her head, fucking typing angrily in my fucking Tiffany's chat. You're such an asshole, Tiffany. You guys are so tiresome. Mona, how did you get back here? Do you, like, know some voodoo? Shit. Jules got ya. Yes, the lady was serious. The lady is real. And the lady was not. What the fuck are you talking about? Her massive, beautiful shower. What does the size of your shower have to do with you being a fucking weirdo? Like, I don't understand what the size of your shower has to do with that. Well, like, why do you need a big shower, really? Like, what do you need a big shower for? Are we supposed to be impressed that your shower is large? Okay, Mona. Like, you only take up how much space? I mean, really, what do you need a huge shower for? What the fuck? Oh, for fuck's sakes. My shower's big enough for me to do what I gotta do. The one I have downstairs is like one of those little corner ones. No, that one sucks. My big shower. She just wants everybody to know that she has a big shower. You also have a big asshole and a big mouth. So, anyway, I need a drink. Hold on. Oh, there's Lish. All right. Now, let me just get her back. There we go. All right. Problem solved. Ooh, ow. Hold on. Let me just grab my drink real quick. I'm parched. Okay. But, you know, and it got me to thinking today, also with Full On Drama, who I really tried to understand, I guess, in a sense, right? Because I have to say, there's certain people here that I look at and I'm like, man, if you weren't such a fucking asshole, you'd be cool. I don't know what that means. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, Full On Drama, I personally feel that they have a very they have a talent, man. They're very witty and they could edit videos. And I feel like when you put that together, and like I feel the same way about Marianne, you know, hello Starly, like she could do great things and, you know, really like probably build a successful channel if it, I guess if you weren't constantly just being an asshole, but I don't know. Not that Full On Drama is an asshole all the time, but I do think that there was a little bit of Full On Drama's personal feelings involved in Brian's calls. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put it out there. You know, I do feel that way. I feel like whoa, holy shit. Thanks for putting the top on my drink. Loose, you fucking idiots. Shit. I forgot my fucking sauce and you fucked my drink up. Thank you, friendlies. Ugh. That's because my people are gone. After COVID, all my fucking workers that I was friends with don't work there anymore. Anyway, I feel like they did have, I know Brian says it's because they were blocked in the chat. Like, I don't think it's because they were blocked, because then why didn't they call CPS on everybody that blocked them? Because I know Full On Drama has definitely been a controversial person here. I do think that there was a little bit of personal feelings in there. And the more I know about Full On Drama, the more it kind of makes sense why Brian specifically would become a person that was in their sights, I guess. And I'm not saying Brian, let me just double preface this also with the fact that I don't look at Brian as he's like this innocent victim. I mean, he's not. I told him this the other night, so I don't really feel bad saying this. I don't feel like I'm talking shit about him. I told him right to his face. You know, he has to look at his own actions, just like we all do, right? In all of this shit, we do have to look at our own actions and what actions are, what role our actions take in the things that happen to us, right? Because if I wasn't on here and I wasn't talking, this wouldn't really happen, right? I wouldn't have people talking shit, or if I didn't come up and voice my opinions so openly and candidly, then I don't think people would be so angry with me, you know? But at the same time, that's just the type of person I am. You know, I don't fucking go along with the crowd. So, what's the matter with Lish? You hit the join button to join. Who's looking for the join link? If anybody needs it, let me know. But it doesn't even matter. But anyway, I want to go back to fucking Diane. Okay, not fucking Diane. Oh God, that sounded so gross. I am not fucking Diane. Jesus. I want to go back to fucking Diane. Oh, that sounded sick. All right. I want to go back to Diane. Diane specifically. I don't know if how many of you guys were in Full On Drama's chat yesterday, but I felt like I took on a whole fucking chat by myself, and that's fine. That was my choice. I'm not saying it to be like, oh my God, it was everybody versus me. No, I did it. I took it on willingly. Okay. All these people coming in and fucking, you know, bashing me or whatever, people coming at me because FOD's chat had it had a very weird mix of people in there. It was like people from Laura's chats and my chats, and then people from Diane's chats and, you know, other assholes chats. So it was like a mix and everybody's talking shit, and it was it was a little crazy. I'll just say Mandy's fucking in there, of course, kissing everybody's fucking ass, love bombing the shit out of everybody. You know, that's what she does. It's like clear as day. All you have to do is watch it. Mandy did the same thing with us when she first came back around. You know, she acts like, hey, y'all, I really learned my lesson. I learned my lesson on June 25th, 2019. You know, she always has a fucking date for everything. So, you know, she learned her lesson. She learned her lesson, and now she's gonna love bomb the shit out of you, and she's gonna get all joking and like, like, you know, she does this shit. Hold on a second. I gotta turn my camera on. Oh, Mandy, you're such a fucking character. Mandy's like one of those people. She's like, huh? Oh, I can't even see me. You know, when they do like the little elbow, like, right? It's funny. That's Mandy. She does that. But only she does it online with fucking emoji elbows. But that's her, you know? She's like, it's like, Mandy, shut up, man. You're so corny. Oh, you're so desperate. So Mandy was in there, and who else was in there? Bunch of people. Randy's talking shit. Fucking, I didn't see Randy's live. Let me just back that up for a second. I didn't see Randy's live yesterday before I went in the chat. So I still didn't see it, but I heard that she wasn't being very kind towards me in her live yesterday morning, or Tiffany. So, or probably Laura, because I'm sure Laura was mentioned 3,085 times, right? So, and I didn't even hear Diane's live, obviously, because I was fucking live. And when I listened to Diane's live on Tiffany's today, which was so funny, I'm on there, I'm watching it, and all of a sudden I get a notification, and it's like Diane's channel, my reaction to Tiffany's reaction to my video. I'm like, now is Tiffany gonna have to react to Diane's reaction of Tiffany's video, and so on and so forth? Like, Diane, newsflash, reaction videos are supposed to be like after the video is made, not while it's still going on. Just an FYI. We know you're so triggered that you can't help but immediately press that live button, but that's fine. So I'm listening to this shit, and I'm like, wait a second. What's the matter, Jules? What do you need to fix? Or is this like, I don't know. It looks like my chat's not moving on this thing. Oh, no wonder why. I need to press the fucking arrow down. I'm all the way scrolled up and it's frozen. All right, my chat's frozen for a minute. Hold on. But I'm like listening, and I'm like, Randy's like talking as if she was around for like years. Like she knew us all. And I'm just like, Randy, why the fuck have you gotten yourself involved with this? Seriously. Like fucking seriously. I don't even want to hear that it's because Diane and Wendy are your friends, because I have a lot of friends right on here that don't jump into fucking the middle of my fights like, and just like catapult themselves into it. Like I'm trying to understand where the fuck Randy fits in all of this, because Randy is new to me. Randy is I don't even know her. And she was the one doing the most talking during this fucking phone call that they thought they had struck such gold. Such gold. And I'm like, all you guys got was Tiffany talking a bunch of shit. Like, not even a bunch. That's like nothing. Man, if you're going to want anybody's phone calls, it's going to be mine and hers. Okay? Just saying. If you want to hear some shit talking. But I'm thinking, Randy, what is Mama Beth doing to her, Pete? Well, now I know why she's over here, Pete. I think everybody in the drama community probably fucking had it with her. But either way, Randy didn't say a goddamn word tonight when I was being doxxed and fucking threatened on Diane's panel. Nothing. All she cared about was being cleared of being a lesbian and cheating on her husband, I guess. But here's the thing. Anybody who listened to that live the other day on FOD's channel yesterday, and Randy got on panel, that shit was so awkward. You know what I felt like? And I'm just being dead honest. You know when you're like in, like, I don't know, middle school, and you're not allowed to like go out on dates with boys, so you have to drag one of your friends along. Like, I felt like I was the friend, the third wheel, sitting in between, you know, my guy, my girlfriend, and like some dude she was interested in. That's what I felt like yesterday. That's exactly how it felt to me. It was this weird banter going on. It was just strange to me. The whole vibe kind of gave me the cringy chills a little bit. It was a little weird. I definitely think Full On Drama cares a lot more for Randy than Randy cares for Full On Drama, just even as friends. All right. And Full On Drama said this before, that they were like, oh, they think just because, you know, my sexual preference, every girl I talk to is a love interest. No, Full On Drama. That would be really fucking ignorant to think that. That's not how I think. But I do think that there's a little flirtatiousness going on there, shall I say. They're definitely not strangers. Exactly, Moxie. There was this weird, giggly, like, no, I'm not like that. You're so funny kind of shit going on. It was just whatever. Doesn't even fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Regardless, maybe that's because of the seed that fucking Dumpy Dump planted in my head about them. Because they definitely said that they had their words were intimate relationship. Intimate relationship. Okay? There's an intimate relationship. When somebody says intimate to me, I always, yes, Irish Cal, yes, exactly. I always take it as like intimate, like not sexual, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like that it's more than just friends. That's what I take it as, you know? Regardless to say, it's a completely toxic relationship. And, you know, at the end of the day, Randy is married. And so Full On Drama, if she had developed any feelings for Randy, don't do that to yourself, girl. Just move on. Find somebody else. Because neither one of you guys is clearly trustworthy in whatever type of friendship or relationship it is. Neither one of you guys is trustworthy. Okay? Intimate does not mean naked for the people in back. Right. I just mean it's a little deeper than like a friendship, right? There's feelings in it, I guess. Not just friendship feelings. Yes, Irish Gal, exactly. I felt like I was just like, I don't know. It was just very, very, you know what part got really weird for me? And I'll be dead honest, is when Randy started talking, or I don't know if it was Wendy said it, that, you know, this is the most Randy's ever cried over a relationship. And Full On Drama just kept pressing, like wanting to know so badly about the crying, because I felt like she wanted to know in her head, right, that if Randy was really that upset, it means Randy really cares about her. You know what I'm saying? So she wanted to hear about it because it'll reassure her that Randy cares. FOD did the same thing with Aaron F. Really, Doors? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Like, listen, Full On Drama, you're a little bit of a troublemaker around here. And I've really been like trying to give you a fair shot. I have. I really think I did. I don't like what you did to Brian at all. Because I don't think it was warranted. While, yes, I don't care for what he said to his, you know, his wife said to the kid, I don't think that means she's abusive. I'm sorry. One time hearing something, no. If you are a mandated reporter, Full On Drama, like you said you were, then you would know that what abuse is, and that it needs a fucking repetitive pattern over a span of time to constitute as abuse. And to be honest with you, I know for pretty much a fact, anytime Brian, that is actually the first time I've really ever heard Brian or his wife yelling at those kids or saying something like that. Because every time you always, I mean, I don't watch Brian really anymore, but when I used to, like, his kids would come on or you'd hear them giggling in the background. They always sounded like they were laughing and having a good time. And I never thought in a million years that his kids were in any type of danger, you know? I mean, so to do that off of one instance that you thought was a little off as a mandated reporter, I think that's a little irresponsible, to be honest with you. I really do. And I think if you are a mandated reporter, I also think that whatever agency you're mandated through, right? I would think that they would explain to you or provide you with some type of guidelines. I mean, ultimately, I know it's up to your best judgment, but I think they would at least give you some guidelines. So when I hear somebody like Dana, who's also a mandated reporter, saying that she didn't think it was worthy of a CPS call, then I understand. Like, it's, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What do you mean you don't want FOD to be alerted? Here's the problem I have with FOD, right? They were coming into chats. They keep saying that me and Tiffany threw Karina under the bus. I don't know if fucking, first of all, I don't know if Full and Drama realizes this, but if we go back to the night that everything happened and the CPS call and all that shit was made, when we stopped answering her and told her that we didn't want anything to do with it and good luck on our own, and we, at that point in time, we told her we weren't going to say anything because we didn't know what we were going to do. And we just wanted to get her the fuck out, like get out of the situation and away from her. She took it upon herself to go to fucking Rel and his friends. And basically, I forget what she said, but she completely lied about us and tried blaming us for some shit. And it was like, really, dude? So, you know, that's not why we did it, because that happened literally within minutes before we picked up the phone and called Rel. But that's what happened. We didn't know that. But we had already made the decision to come forward with it before we even fucking called Rel. And, you know, if Tracy, you know, could pretty much verify that for us because she was on the phone with us. You know, Karina called Randy's job too. No, I did not know that, Heather Nicole. I didn't. Well, lucky for me, there's no job for anybody to call. My boss is me, so you're gonna have to call me. I apologize if Sheen is not as private for good reason. I'm sorry. It's all right, Tiffany. I think people understand. She seems to not be able to mind her business. Who is that, Kalea? But, all right, I just want to go back for a second, though, to Diane, okay? Diane and Mandy. Let me add Mandy in there. What happened today is a good example of what me and Tiffany and Laura have been saying for the last X amount of months, okay? What you guys did over the course of the last few days, okay? Mandy, who's so worried about cop calls and being blamed for shit and this and that. Mandy fucking put our lives in danger by essentially putting out this phone call. Now, I don't care about the phone calls because we had offered to provide those or play them or whatever so many fucking times on my old lives. All you have to do is go back and listen to them and you'll hear us saying it plenty of times. But Mandy didn't just put out the calls. That wouldn't have caused as much of a stir. Although in this community, it would, you know, because Mandy knew what she was doing. She knew that the people on that side over there of the fence are going to fucking, they already hate us. And so anything that could possibly be twisted into putting us into an even more negative light, they'll be all over that shit like fucking white on rice, okay? Or like flies on shit. So Mandy knew exactly what the fuck she was doing when she fucking put those phone calls out. So right there, Mandy, you put my fucking life in danger. You put my fucking kid's life in danger. You put Tiffany's life in danger. You put her kid's life in danger. Fuck you, Mandy. Fuck you. Because you knew putting that shit out was going to make more people come for us. And that's the only fucking reason you did it. And you didn't even put it out the right way. You played 6 minutes, 6 carefully selected minutes that you could fucking twist and turn. So, Mandy, guess what? If anybody fucking shows up at my house, your fucking hands have blood on them. Okay? And the same goes for you, Diane, because you had to fucking continue it. So you facilitated today 2 fucking CPS cop callers on your fucking panel. And then one of them doxed my fucking information, thusly putting my fucking family in danger once again. Okay? And you didn't even fucking notice it for about 10 minutes. You just let this person come on. And not only that, Diane, you invited the motherfucker back on your panel after they got off. So guess what, Diane? I'm going to fucking hold you responsible too when somebody shows up at my house. Because you fucking sat there like a piece of shit playing a phone call that had nothing to do with you. So your chat could sit there and get more and more hateful, more fucking angry, more annoyed with us, more pissed at us, come after us harder. Fuck you, Diane. Fuck you. Okay? Because you know what Diane does? She tries to play hero after the fact. And it's not because Diane gives a fuck about me or my son or my husband who works his fucking ass off to put a roof over our heads. She does it for herself. For her own fucking image, because Diane can't look like a hypocrite, right? Somebody doxed me on her panel and she probably wasn't even fucking paying attention, because Diane seems to have this problem where she doesn't listen or pay attention to anything unless it has to do with her. So it took her 10 fucking minutes to actually realize, oh shit, Makeup Mobster was doxed. It was like total fucking delayed reaction. And it was so fucking obvious that you probably just shouldn't have even said anything at that point, Diane. Seriously. You looked like a goddamn fool today. And you facilitated the motherfucker who got up there and fucking threatened you. So, and I saw people in her chat saying, well, aren't you happy Tiffany recorded this girl? Diane, you made yourself look like a fucking fool today. You really did. While Karina sat up there and completely disrespected you. Yet you were going to invite her back for more. Why, Diane? For this shit show? That it would? I mean, what's the motive there? Is it for views? What was the motive there, Diane? Or to clear Randy's name from being a lesbian? Whatever. Because guess what? Nobody believes that girl anyway. So, I mean, clearly she's married to a man. But that's besides the point. It's not a rumor. It's something that somebody said. Diane is so fragile. She couldn't even handle me being live. Was it worth it, Diane? Yeah. MM was doxxed and her baby boy was threatened. And I was like, wow, man. Diane should have kicked her right the fuck off her panel right then and there. But no, she allowed this asshole, after doxing me, after threatening my kid, Diane allowed her to stay on her panel for another fucking 20 minutes after that. And then when she kicked her off, Diane only kicked her off because she was insulting Diane, okay? Not because she doxed me, because she was insulting Diane. And then she invites her back up later for more, because Diane loves a good shit show. She loves a good shit show, and she loves putting people in fucking danger. So thank you, Diane. And thank you, Mandy. I won't even blame Dumpy Dump. That I will blame you both. I will blame Mandy and I'll blame Diane, because you are the two motherfuckers who made this shit, resurrected this fucking crazy zombie bitch from her grave. So thank you. And you guys want to talk about dangerous people? You want to sit there and talk about me being dangerous and Tiffany being dangerous? Because as far as I can remember, Diane, Wendy, Randy, nobody's ever doxed any of you guys on my fucking watch. Fuck you both. Or all three is. Talk about Mo, Larry, and Carly. For fuck's sakes. Randy even has the goddamn haircut to be Mo. Let's be real. So, and with that, since Full On Drama has so much empathy for Karina and feels so sorry for her. You know what I find really weird about FOD? FOD, before anybody knew, and maybe FOD is kind of getting a little lesson taught to her right now. Because when FOD was this anonymous cartoon character from fucking Fortnite, she fucking had the world by the balls, right? You could fuck with everybody when nobody knows who you are, right? So you had no problem going chat to chat to chat, bragging about how Brian has Brian needs CPS to his house and how you called them, and why you called them, and you sat there and bitched out everybody that didn't agree with you, and you fucking made us all feel like we're pieces of shit and we don't care about fucking kids. But I noticed it's been a little different, FOD. You've been a little tuned down since your fucking voice and everything, and everybody knows who you are now, it has been out there. So, and the reason is, FOD, because I think you realized how fragile your privacy is on this fucking platform and how easy it is to obtain from other people and how fucking scary it is when a bunch of psycho fucks from the internet know exactly who you are and where you live. Because you've been a little bit more reserved lately. I've noticed that about you. You haven't been as crazy, insulting people and fucking going for people. And you don't seem as proud this time around for the police call on Brian. Because the last time, you were fucking bragging that it was you. This time, you didn't want anything to do with it. I don't know about that. Because you were pretty damn close to Karina. So I'm sure she told us. She also told you. And with that said, I don't want you back in my chats anymore. Thank you. You are a danger. After I knew, it was pretty clear to me when she came on panel today, because I don't know if Dumpy Dump ever went away from YouTube after all that. I don't know if she hung around to watch the shit show unfold. But it's now, that was in April, so 3 months later, she comes out of the fucking clear blue sky and knows everything that's been going on in the last couple of weeks. That's interesting. So when FOD was sitting there saying, I miss Karina, I miss her, she wasn't missing her. She was playing everybody. Okay? FOD, you hurt my friends. Don't use any parts of my videos, please. You hear that, FOD? Ballet Babe said, don't use any parts of my video. Period. End of story. They had a lot to say when they were fucking anonymous. But when somebody gets a hold of your information and you have the nerve to sit there telling me I'm scared of Brian on my panel. No, you fucking idiot, Renee. I'm not scared of Brian. But let me just explain something to you, Renee. My family comes before any of you motherfuckers. And I'm just being honest, okay? That's the way I was raised. Family comes first no matter what. So my family means more. And if I know that you coming in my chats and fucking with me is going to make Brian go out and start doxing me and fucking with me even more and threatening me, well, guess what? I don't need you in my fucking chats because I'm looking out for my son and my husband. It's not about me. It's about my family. I don't care about myself, okay? But I have to be here for my family. They come first over anybody. And you would do the same thing. And you probably would now, especially since everybody knows who the fuck you are. With your kind friends, Diane, Randy, and Wendy, which they confirmed your docs. So you could thank them for that too. The profile pic of a guy in a doctor jacket or white jacket that was Karina, name was Antoine Mayweather. Heather Nicole, I've heard that in the last few days. I don't know if that's true. I've never seen any proof of it. If anybody could provide any proof, I would be, really happy. Hold on, I saw somebody else tag me. So that's because the third personality was in there. Think about that. What do you mean, Pugs? So, I think I pretty much said all I had to say on that. I really don't want to fucking address this anymore because it's getting fucking ridiculous. Brian says he's fucking, has a case. Brian, do what you got to do. Okay. If you need anything from me, you're more than welcome to fucking reach out to me and let me know. And I'll give you whatever the fuck you want. I will fully cooperate if you have an investigation going on. Okay. And on the other turn there, Dumpy Dump, leave me the fuck alone. Okay. You made a dick move. You put me and Tiffany in a really bad fucking situation, in an already dangerous situation. You put us in an even more dangerous situation. So you could go fuck yourself. Go fucking concentrate on fixing your life, okay? Getting your fucking license back, getting a fucking job, getting a car, and getting your shit together, okay? I have my shit together. If you don't have your shit together, YouTube should be the last fucking thing you're worrying about, girlfriend, and what I'm fucking doing here on Long Island. Keep my fucking kid's name out of your mouth, dumb bitch. There really needs to be some outrage with them playing private phone calls that don't concern them. They need to stop using other people's information for public consumption. You want to know what was really, really irresponsible about that, Melanie? I'm doing this under the assumption that because of the way everything went down on their panel, right? We heard it again today on Tiffany's panel. Diane and Wendy clearly didn't listen to that phone call before they played it on their channel, right? How do they know that they didn't dox somebody? How do they know that Tiffany didn't say, oh, well, Leanna's name is blah, 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 and she lives here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, obviously she wouldn't do that to me, but I'm just saying, like, how do they know that? They took such a fucking chance by just blindly playing this call because they were all hot about it last night, okay? And they ran to go play it because Diane and Wendy, what the fuck? I just have one question. What the fuck were you guys planning on doing last night for fucking ladies' night, which you might as well rename Laura, Tiffany, and fucking Leanna night, okay? Because that's basically what it is. Every Friday night, we're going to fucking discuss one of these three ladies. So what the fuck was your plan prior to that? Is that why you jumped on it so quick when you went in Mandy's chat, Diane? That you begged her to give the phone call to you, and then you fucking block her from your chat? You're as shady as they fucking come, Diane. Stop playing. I find this all... Here's another thing, okay? Might as well just fucking out everything, right? Diane, I remember having a conversation with Diane over the summer last year. I remember exactly where I was. I was sitting in my car, smoking a cigarette, just about to get out and go into the fucking Michael's, the store, craft store. And I'm on the phone with Diane, and we're talking about all the crazy shit that's going on in the community and blah, 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 right? Somehow Brian came up, and I was like, I forget what I was saying. Let me remember. But Diane basically told me that she doesn't fuck with Brian, right? She doesn't fuck with him because Brian's crazy. So Diane's theory when it comes to crazy people like Brian is kiss their asses and have them up on your panels and let them in your chat and all this other bullshit, right? Because you're scared of them, because you don't want to be on the receiving end of their doxing and all this other shit. And it just fucking told me a lot about who fucking Diane was. No, they stand for nothing. They stand for themselves, Tiffany. At the end of the day, they fucking stand for themselves. And I totally just forgot what point I was trying to make with that, but they're allowing this shit to continue for content. So Diane could have 500 people watch the shit show on her channel. She was on a fucking high today that there was so much action and drama on her fucking channel today. It was a total shit show, Diane. Total shit show. And I know all of our channels have probably turned into shit shows nowadays, but like I try to keep it to a minimum. You know, I don't have all these crazy fucking assholes on my panel, and because that shit's not worth views to me. You know what I'm saying? I could listen. What is it? Tell me. Put in the chat. Okay, I'm asking all you guys this right now. Put the number one person you guys would like to see me battle with on a panel. Who would the number one ultimate battle between me and who else on a panel? What do you think? Like, who do you think would bring the most views? Me and person X. Wendy, huh? You think Wendy would bring the most views in? No comment, Tiffany. I know what that means. All right. So it's basically, okay, what I thought it would be. Toss up between Marissa and Wendy, right? And if I really wanted views, I could fucking totally do that, right? I could give up everything that I wanted here and invite one of those assholes on my channel to debate me. But I'm not going to do it. Oni would be epic. I would invite Oni up, you know? I would like to fucking ask him a few questions. I'd love to ask Oni a few questions. But the whole point of me asking you that is because, like, you guys know that those two people are never going to be on my fucking channel. Because I'm not into fucking shit shows like that. I don't find they're any good bringing two people together who clearly don't fucking get along. Right? There's no point to it. Because we've seen it time and time again that it doesn't fucking work on YouTube. It doesn't work. You cannot force people to be friends on the internet. Right? And they know that. They know that. But they live to bring these people up so that they could have the fucking shit show. And it's fucking sick. It's sick. Tiffany, no, it's not influencing me when I'm asking you. I'm just saying, who would be like the number one person? They're never going to come up here anyway. It's a hypothetical question. But I understand. But you guys know what I'm saying? There's been times they trick people to be there. We only have one life. There has been. They did it to me. Diane tricked me into being on her panel one time. And I said, and that was the last time I was ever on her panel. That was the last motherfucking time. It was, actually, there was two times, to be honest with you. Well, there was one time that she wanted to do a resolution night. She was begging me to do a resolution night. And I said yes at first, right? Because it was on the tail end of when our friendship was like basically going down the shitter. She was like, let's just do resolution night. And then as soon as I hung up the phone with her, this shit was fucked up, okay? She asked me if I wanted to do a resolution night with like all, you know, the people that I was fighting with at the time, which was like Marianne and Ash and all them. And I was like, let me think about it, you know? And I'm like, I can't do it this day. I can't do it that day. I could probably do it this day. As soon as I hung that phone up, and I'm not even fucking joking, you guys, within seconds, Diane had a fucking community post up with a live scheduled. And I didn't even give her a definitive answer at that point in time. I was like, you know, let's put it in for Tuesday. And then like, I'll let you know for sure. You know, I think my husband was out at the time when I was on the phone with her. I think he was at hockey with my son. And I'm thinking in my head, like, the second I fucking put, I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, she fucking does that to lock you in. So you like, so if you don't go, you feel like an asshole, which I did end up backing out. I ended up backing out of it because I was like, I didn't like the way she just did that. Like, she just made it like, you know, let me put it on like Makeup Mobster's gonna be, people are gonna be fighting with Makeup Mobster, my channel, you know, that's gonna get you a lot of views. I mean, let's just be honest, which is the fucking main reason I will never go on her channel again. I'm not giving you more views, Diane. Not happening. I don't care if it's only 10 views that it brings more than the ones you already have. That's 10 too many that you're getting from me. So I'm not going to give you any type of content, okay? Except for the only content you're going to make off of me, Diane, is the one that you fucking dream up yourself. But you're not going to get it from me. I'm not going to fucking hand it to you on a silver platter. That shit ain't happening. That's why I have my own channel. Remember the gay guys who did the around the world snap? What? Everything was where they want me to be the piece of shit that they are. Oh, that was the other thing. Thank you for reminding me that. Another thing that today that started to become more and more clear to me, and again, this is me speculating, so let's just make that clear, because I know these fucking idiots are going to be like, Makeup Mobster said you did this and da-da-da-da-da. No, Makeup Mobster is speculating, okay? I'm speculating. I don't know if this is it, but I do find it very strange. This whole thing with FOD, Randy, and Diane, and I guess you could put Wendy in there, but I feel like it's, thank you, we only have one life. Well, welcome to the associates, the best associate plant on the planet. Oh, God. We're on YouTube. You guys know we're going to do that every fucking time you join now. Just letting you guys know. Oh, shit. Anyway, I was thinking, and I'm like, all right, Diane, Randy, and Wendy, we're all friends with FOD this whole fucking time, right? Which I think we all kind of knew. But what I didn't know is that after the last time they fell out in the public eye, that they had made up again after that. So they actually started talking again after that. And that, I'm talking, was months ago, right? So Randy's been carrying on this weird friendship with FOD, where, like, I hope FOD listened to that stream the other day, because, I mean, she was even talking about how creepy it was that FOD had her address and sent her these gifts and all this, like, crazy bullshit, right? It's like, Randy, why do you get close to everybody you talk to like that? It's fucking weird. Anyway. But I'm sitting here thinking, okay, at the time, there was this weird, when Karina went up on panel today, it seemed like, to me, I don't know, this whole thing's weird, right? I keep thinking to myself, why did Diane and Wendy and Randy give a shit about this Dumpy Dump stuff with full-on drama and all this shit? Why are they getting themselves involved, right? There has to be a fucking reason that they're getting everybody involved, and they're trying so hard, so hard to make Tiffany look like a bad guy in the whole situation, to make me look like a fucking bad guy in the whole situation. I just want to know, when the fuck are you people going to give up with this shit? Give up, okay? Your people already hate us. Your people already hate us. So there's nothing more you could really do to make them hate us more. You know what I'm saying? They already hate us. So you're just fueling hate at this point in time. You're just fueling it and putting more fucking gas on the fire. But it's, I find it very weird anytime people just try to point the finger elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? For instance, right? When the cop calls happened, this is a great example. The very next day, I get a message from the fucking last person, the very fucking last person I would ever expect to get a fucking message from about this shit. You guys don't know who I'm talking about, right? And what was that person trying to do? They were trying to convince me that they solved the crime for me, that they knew who did it. And they used other creators, me and a few other big creators, that was their exact words, agree that it was this person, okay? That they know who it was. And then when I didn't answer their message, that person started to blame Mandy for the fucking calls. I don't know if they directly blamed Mandy, but I do remember them dropping a lot of hints that it was her who made the cop calls. And like right away, I thought of like Jodi Arias, because Jodi Arias did the same fucking thing after the police found Travis Alexander's body. Jodi kept calling the police, asking them all sorts of questions about the investigation and trying to aid them in the investigation, trying to help them figure out who it was. She was calling up with all these crazy tips and all this other shit. And it's just like, after seeing that and seeing the way she went about it, and now this person who I think is responsible automatically, right, in some way, shape, or form, reaches out to me to try to help me. It's like, meanwhile, at the same time, they're trying to convince everybody on their panel and in their chat that the cops never showed up at my house. So, like, to me, that is a total sign of fucking guilt. Total fucking sign of guilt. You guys see what I'm getting at here? It's like the way Diane and Wendy and Randy wanted everybody to believe that they did not have a relationship with FOD, which was confirmed. They didn't want, it was both, it was on both sides. FOD didn't want them people knowing, and they didn't want their people knowing that they were friendly. Samantha B, welcome to the Associates Mafia, the best mafia on the planet, in the universe. But you guys know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of fucking strange how they're like trying to like put all the attention on me and Tiffany and even Laura. But I don't know. And then they're hiding the fact that they're all friends with one another. And there's just a lot of shit that's going on that's like, just kind of makes you think, right? Kind of makes you think a little bit. How close were they with full-on drama? How close were they? How friendly were you with her? I mean, were you friendly like to the point where, like, I don't know, maybe you guys would have known about this shit? Because I find it really weird why three people, who have nothing to do with any of this shit, wanted a phone call to play on their channel so badly. I mean, Diane claims, right? If we're going to go based on the facts as we know them, right? Diane claims that all her money from fucking YouTube, AdSense, all her memberships, whatever else, all goes to St. Jude's for donations, right? And I'm sure St. Jude's is like so happy about that. They're probably like, oh my God, go watch Diane's channel on YouTube. It's for the sick kids. Anyway, so money can't be a motivation, right? For them wanting Tiffany's phone call. Okay. So it can't be money, because according to them, they don't keep the money that they make on YouTube, right? It's not views, according to Diane. She doesn't care about views. She doesn't give a shit about them. That's why she, never tries to go after all the hot fights in the community. It's like crazy. So then what's the motive? What's the motive for wanting to make Tiffany look like a shady asshole so bad, or me look like a shady asshole? I mean, it's just kind of weird. I don't know. I just kind of feel like when people are like pushing the blame off of themselves and pointing fingers at other people like the way they do, kind of makes them look a little guilty. Something like they have something to hide. Val, why wasn't Wendy on there today? Wasn't she on there earlier? Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. She was probably sleeping off never mind. I actually promised myself that I will not fat shame Wendy anymore. Okay. Because you know what? It could be offensive to other heavy people, and it's kind of immature. So I won't fat shame her anymore. I might throw a Twinkie joke in. All right. I'm not lying, but I won't lie. Once in a blue moon, but I'll try to keep it at a minimum. All right. Anyway, I'm not shaming her because really at the end of the day, who gives a shit if somebody's fat, right? It's your personality that counts. Beauty's only skin deep. You could be the most beautiful person out there and have the ugliest attitude, and it could completely change the way people look at you. So, I mean, Wendy, unfortunately, is ugly on the inside. So anyway, and I don't think Wendy's actually, I mean, she could be a pretty lady. I'm not saying she's ugly on the outside because she's not. But what I'm saying is she's ugly on the inside. Very ugly. She's a very hateful, nasty person. But I mean, I don't know. I just find it very strange that they're so quick to point the fingers at us. Point the finger at Tiffany. Let's make Tiffany look bad. Like, there was nothing in that phone call. And I listened to the whole thing today. I missed a little chunk. I mean, I was still listening, but I went in the pool with my son and I had my phone like, you know, probably a good 10 feet away when it was playing. So I couldn't hear it all that well. But I mean, if maybe one of you guys that was there throughout the whole time, or Tiffany actually herself, if you could maybe tell me, you know, where that part was about Dumpy Dump saying that they were going to go to Randy's house, because I don't remember that ever happening. Oh, which reminds me, Full On Drama made a comment yesterday in their chat while I was taking on their whole entire fucking chat by myself there. I mean, I'm not, again, saying that to be a victim. Tiffany had gone out and she had things to do. I think she went to her hang out with some family. Laura was like, I don't know where you were, Laura. I forgot. And I was left in there by myself. And I stayed. I could have left too, but I decided to stay and enjoy the shit show. I was out there, and one of the things FOD said was that we asked, welcome to the associates, UC boss, the best associates on the planet. All right. What do you call it? The fuck was I saying? No, I totally got myself distracted. Thank you, UC boss. Full On Drama goes that we had asked for Full On Drama to be on the call. So I wrote in the chat that no, we didn't ask for you to be on the call, but they didn't see that. What they saw was the next comment that I made, which was, no offense, Full On Drama, but I really didn't have, you know, that much of an interest in talking to you. Like, but I wasn't even there when that happened. I wasn't on the phone. You guys heard it today. You know, so when I said it, Full On Drama is like, oh, you have a fragile ego, Makeup Mobster. And I'm like, a fragile ego? Why? For wanting to fucking the correct story to be put out there? My ego's fragile? Like, what? Like, you weren't insulting me. I was just trying to let you know, like, no, we didn't ask for you to be on the phone. Karina just added you. Like, because I think you need to know what type of person Karina is, Full On Drama, because I think you're a little fucking blind to, like, the shadiness. So I'm just trying to let you know it's not us who asked. So if that's what she told you, she was lying to you. But they somehow took it as an insult. And I'm like, you know, and I mean, maybe it was a little insulting what I said to say that I had no interest in talking to you, but like, I really didn't. Like, there was no reason for me to get on the phone with Full On Drama on a phone call with them. But needless to say, I wasn't even there. So don't say I was asking for it, because I wasn't even on the fucking phone call. And I was going to say something else. Hold on. Because while I was saying that, I thought of something else that happened yesterday. Now I can't think of what it was. Hold on. What the fuck? I can't remember. Full On Drama. Randy. Something that happened yesterday. Oh, okay. Okay. So Randy and Wendy yesterday, on this chat, they were talking mad shit about me, okay? And I'm in the chat and I'm fighting back via fucking chat, okay? Which is not always the easiest thing to do because people miss what you say. So I'm kind of like coming back at them and I'm kind of like ranking them out and shit. Like, to be honest with you guys, I just like do it because I think it's funny. I'm not like really, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to really hurt anybody's feelings, but I just try to make it like kind of funny. Banter, I guess. So I said to somebody that Randy seems like I don't know. Somebody said something about Randy being dumb or something, and I said, yeah. I said Randy's parents are first cousins or some shit. She's a little slow, and it was a total jab at Randy. You know, I was throwing tomatoes, like she says. Like, it was a fucking stupid insult, like, towards her. It wasn't meant to, you know, like, I don't know her parents. It was a joke, dude. Like, basically, it's basically what I'm trying to say. It was a fucking joke. Obviously, that's not true. But of course, it got blown up. Randy's parents are deceased. Ah! All right. I seriously, first of all, I didn't even know that. I had no idea that both of Randy's fucking parents were deceased, because that's how little interest I have in Randy's life. I am not subscribed to Randy. I don't watch her channel. Actually, I might be subscribed to her. I don't know. I might have subscribed to her back in the day when she first came around, when we did those prank calls that night. But I don't watch her. I really don't. I don't watch any of her videos. I never click on them. Because, like, I usually don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She's usually talking about all these people in the, you know, drama community that I don't even know. They don't pay attention, that close attention to the drama community. And not for any reason. Speaking of drama community, where's Hopey Dopey been? Has anybody seen her around? I hope she's all right. Pete, if you're in here, I don't know if you're friends with Hopey, but I know you're in the kind of in the drama community. So anyway, what was my whole point there? You know, oh, the joke I said about Randy. I was totally fucking joking. Like, it wasn't meant to be about her parents or hurt her parents in any way. It was a joke. I mean, you've never heard people say that before. It's like kind of like a running joke, right? So of course they make a big deal. Randy's parents are deceased. I didn't fucking know. I wasn't even thinking about the whole thing with her mom with the suicide. Like, I don't know. I don't think of Randy that much. So I'm not going to be sitting here thinking, okay, Randy's, you know, I don't know her that well. I don't talk to her ever. I don't really even talk about her. So why would I think that, you know? My bad. As soon as I realized it, I apologized. I said, I'm sorry, Randy. Like, my apologies. I didn't know that both your parents were gone. Like, I get it. Both my parents are gone too. I totally get it. And Randy read my comment on the screen, and she said, thank you. And she said, sorry about my parents too. And we kind of had like a little split second of like, okay, I got you. I understand you. I got you. Right. Well, needless to say, when this fucking thing's over, I close out of it and I scroll. I went, you know, whatever. I put my phone down and I come back to it a little while later. And when I go back into YouTube, I see that fucking serendipity, dipshit, okay, makes a fucking community post with a screenshot of my comment to fucking Randy about the parents and this whole fucking long thing written about it. Hold on. I'll pull it up. I might as well, right? And I'm just like, why does everything have to turn into this? First of all, I've never had an issue with serendipity. Okay. She's another person who just for whatever fucking reason decides to get it, you know, in other people's business and like has to be like the moral authority of YouTube, right? She's always like fucking, I've seen it all the time. You know, I am actually subscribed to her. So I do see her posts. And I was subscribed to her because I thought she was cool. I've always thought she was like a cool person. And I've never had a fucking issue with the girl. But you know, I haven't really ever really had a conversation with her, but I don't know. I never thought she was in, Laura, it's so funny. It says recent subscribers and Laura's like my most recent subscriber. And for some reason, my computer does not want to pull up my fucking YouTube channel. Hold on a second. All right. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know, what the fuck, Sarah? Like, seriously, is this necessary? I already apologized. We already fucking got through this. Like, you're late to the party, Sarah. There's no fucking reason for you to be posting this and saying, hold on, I'll tell you what she said. You just open it up. So her post with my screenshot of me saying that to Randy. Let me just fucking scroll. For someone that has lost a parent, one would think you would be a little more sensitive. No. Then I hear, you didn't know she lost a parent. And she puts that in quotes. But you sure as shit was all up. You sure as shit was all up. You mean we're all up in the drama when Laura made some snide remarks. Monkey see, monkey do. And puts a middle finger emoji. And I'm like, Sarah, I certainly wasn't thinking of Laura's fucking remarks because unlike you fucking people, I don't obsess over Laura. Laura's not on my brain 24/7. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you that, Laura, but you know, I got other things that enter my brain throughout the day, you know? Like, unlike you people, I'm not sitting here obsessing over every fucking thing that Laura says all day, every day. I honestly didn't even cross my mind that Randy's fucking that whole thing. Because again, not even in my head when I'm thinking about other people on YouTube. But like, and how would I know? Okay, so fine. Let's just say I even knew that. How would I know that Randy's other parent? I don't even, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure which parent it was that committed suicide, I think. Not to be, I don't even want to talk about this because it sounds so insensitive. But I'm not sure which parent it was. And I had no idea that the remaining parent also passed away. I have no fucking idea. Like, again, I have no interest in Randy or her personal business or her life. Like, I just don't. And I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I just don't, you know? She's not that compelling to me, you know? Sorry, Randy, you're just not that interesting. I'm just not that into you. But, actually, never mind. So, I'm like, and then I'm thinking like, okay, all right, so even if I did know, what the fuck does Sarah and dipshit care? What does this girl care? Why does she need to make a post about it? Has nothing to do with her. Absolutely nothing to do with her. This is the girl who's on this moral fucking compass, right? First of all, I'm pretty sure her and her husband both are recovering drug addicts, okay? And I'm not saying this to shame them or put them down. I'm saying this to say that drug addicts, you would think people who are drug addicts, all right, and this goes along with addiction in general. There's a lot of like shame attached to being a drug addict, right? You would think that somebody who had an addiction and has been through recovery, right, would understand what it's like to shame other people or to feel shame and would understand that other people make mistakes, right? Because essentially when you're a drug addict, you make a lot of mistakes, a lot, right? And I'm like, I'm kind of surprised. She seemed like a fucking understanding person. But the last I can't even tell you. In fact, I was going to unsubscribe to her recently because every fucking time I see her name in my feed, it's a post about Laura. Laura this, Laura that, perp this, perp that, whatever the fuck she calls her, whatever stupid nickname she has for Laura. And I'm like, dude, she's another person. Girl, you were in Laura's chats just like a few short weeks ago. Okay. You were totally cool with Laura. You were calling people out on the other side, you know, and then now all of a sudden, all your posts are about Laura. And now, because you're mad at Laura, you're going to be mad at anybody that's friends with Laura. And so you're going to try to shit all over them too. So now, because I said something that had nothing to do with you, you had to call me out because I'm friends with Laura. And I'm like, this is fucking sad. Sarah, get a fucking life. Seriously, get a fucking life. So speaking of Sarah's, oh, geez. It must be the name. No, because that's not true. I know some Sarahs that are absolutely amazing. Just saying. There's some in this chat. Just saying. All right, hold on. Let me show you guys this. I think a visual. Oh, shit. My best buddy. Speaking of Sarahs. Oh, shit. I'm reading the comments under my post. I made this post about Sarah's post, and I'll read you guys the post. Hold on. Actually, I'll screen share it. Give me a second here, because this is kind of funny. At least I think it is. Okay? Hold on. We're going to screen share this. I swear to God, one day, mark my words, I am going to do like a series on like internet weirdness, like fights and shit. All right. So here we go. I find it fascinating how people behave online, like versus real life. So I write, it's kind of long, not too long, but you know, a little long, right? Does that look like a novel to you guys? I mean, if you're in kindergarten, I mean, I would think, yeah, maybe that looks like a novel to a kindergartner. So let me read it. I said, serendipity. I'm so proud of you that I had to document the occasion. Yay, you are slowly getting over your allure obsession. Atta girl, go get him, tiger. I said, the last 309 posts were about her, and you finally broke the habit with a post about me, who never did shit to you. Yay. I put the little horn with the fucking confetti. You'll get through it. Way to go. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Choo choo. You truly are the little dipshit who could. Okay. I said, I already apologized to Randy because I had no idea her parents were both deceased. Where's your post about that? Doesn't she suit your agenda? I'm not that interested in Randy's life to know that. Needless to say, it wasn't about her parents. It was about her. It's called throwing tomatoes. Ain't it? I said I was insinuating that she's slow. I wasn't reaching out her parents or talking about them, like literally, because I don't know them. So I said, but I have to ask, Sarah, since you're on the moral high ground here, since you never told anyone to stick a metal scissor in an electric socket or anything, where's your post about the 95 people who came into chat telling me to get braces, fix my teeth, etc., etc.? And I should have wrote and insult my voice. Since you're all about doing the right thing and you're so morally superior to all of us, I'll be expecting to see that before the day ends. Okay. Then I said, also, I just have to ask, where did you get those beautiful flip-flops? Because this bitch is the biggest flip-flopper I've ever seen. She's flip-flopped multiple times from what I recall. It was like she liked Laura, then she hated Laura, then she liked Laura, then she hated Laura. She goes back and forth. She's like a fucking ping pong ball. So I said, girl, pick a cause and stick to it. You are like a flag flapping in the breeze. You go whichever way the wind blows you or wherever you get the most attention. I said, fuck out of here. Also, did you get your welcome party to the over dramatic community? For fuck's sake, Sarah, get a life. You are a turd. Poop emoji, right? So I'm going down and I'm reading the comments. I see Capone. Hey, Capone, what's up? Capone. Sam Damley, Jules, right? Denise, Zero Filter Jules, Peekaboo, Heidi M, Marie W, Judith Elizabeth. Oh, I didn't see Judith's comment yesterday because I didn't press a heart. Flora, Hybrid Pisces, Caslin, and then there it is. It's like dun dun dun. It's the other asshole, Sarah. Knew she couldn't resist an opportunity to tell me about myself. This girl's so weird. She is so weird. Sarah, also, could you change your picture? Because I had to be honest, it's bugging me out a little bit because you kind of look like one of my aunts. And it's just a little fucking weird. But that's beside the point. Because I kind of almost feel bad being an asshole to you. Because I'm thinking it's my one aunt who's, cool, I guess, in a sense. So, whatever. Doesn't matter. So here comes Sarah with another one of her fucking annoying comments. Leanna, I'm seriously kind of worried about you. Like, really, Sarah? Why are you sitting around on the 4th of July worrying about me? Because this was yesterday. She's sitting around, okay? Just take this all in, okay? Take this all in. You've been fighting with everyone, getting caught up in all this messy behind-the-scenes shit, and you just spent time on the 4th of July to write an epic length community post trying to bully serendipity. Like, is this not the funniest shit you've ever heard in your life? All because you were suddenly Laura's biggest defender? And she puts a question mark. Now, I don't know if Sarah saw that serendipity was the one who fucking posted about me first, right? And got herself involved and started this whole thing because she has fucking nothing to do with it. It's like, this is like, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this level of stupidity up. This is the only, like, girl, the gene pool is fucking contaminated. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that her parents, because I don't know anything about her parents. So, all right. So she says, ready? It's all over the top. It's over the top. Okay, Sarah, what's over the top? Maybe do some self-reflection. So now she's going to give me some advice. Thanks for the advice, Sarah. Okay, I'll go do some self-reflecting. Sarah told me to do that, so I'm going to do it, right? Because she's so smart. She knows so much more than me. She's right. I need to reflect. Hold on. Okay, I reflected. You're still an asshole, Sarah. So she says, just a suggestion. Oh, all right, Sarah. So you weren't demanding that I self-reflect. It was just a suggestion. Okay. Well, you can shove your suggestion up your ass sideways. Okay? You're welcome. So let's read the... Look, I told you, every time she comments, maybe this is why she does it. You know, come to think of it, maybe it's she knows she's going to get attention. So she does it. Hold on. I'm trying to find my lighter. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, well. So funny. I can't see the chat, by the way. So if anybody's like talking to me, sorry, I can't see you. So let's see. Bonnie said, Sarah, here's an idea. Why don't you reflect on this? Why don't you self-reflect this? And she puts the middle finger emoji up. Mind your business. Mega Mobster can do whatever she wants. Also, for your information, Laura has an entire army supporting her. So eat that. Okay. Peanut, my little Peanut over here, she gave probably the best advice out of all the advice that Sarah got. Okay. She says, Sarah, I suggest that maybe you should also do some self-reflection, as you also seem to have a lot of time to care what Leanna does and don't do. Just a suggestion too. I wouldn't worry your little brain about Leanna. She is a strong woman and she has a right to defend herself, and freedom of speech applies to her too. Okay. So thank you for that, Peanut. Okay. Simply E. That's funny. And you sat here to read the epic long post. What does that say about you? Muppets in Manila says, yet here you are commenting. Happy 4th of July. Samantha B, just as predicted, she's commenting, laughing my ass off. Kim, oh shit. Sarah, your obsession is real. Do your own reflection, girl. You are over here reading her post and once again adding your thoughts. Haven't you got the hint yet? could care less what you think. Bye, girl. Jules. Jules is the best. Oh my God, you are a lost cause. Oh shit. The self-own on this comment is almost comical. I think she meant to write, hold on, I figured it out yesterday. The I don't know. Was it awareness maybe? I don't know. I forget what I thought that she was supposed to say there, but I know what she was meaning. Maybe she missed a word. That was hybrid Pisces, sorry. It's almost comical. Serena writes, Sarah, and a bunch of middle finger emojis. Hold on a second. I just have to walk into the house. Find my lighter somewhere. I mean, the thing was just in my hand, but that would be too easy. It disappeared. Hold on, guys. Just trying to be quiet so I don't disturb my family. My what is it? Famdamily? My famdamily. Hold on. Mother effer. Oh, there we go. There's 2 lighters. Even better. So I finally read Sarah's comment. Laughing my ass off. Of course, last comment in the list. Sarah, I appreciate your concern. Maybe you should talk to your shitty friends. I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm defending the rude ass comments that are made to me in epic lengths. Girl, it's the 4th of July during COVID. I was sitting home relaxing like most people do. This took me a whopping 3 minutes. You should seriously be concerned about me. You're right. Eye roll emojis. And in case you missed it, hold on. And in case you missed it, her post was about me, not Laura, which actually she didn't get fully over her fucking addiction because she, of course, had to mention Laura in this post. And what else did I say? All right. I'm gonna skip these and read Sarah's reply. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. There it is. She writes back to Simply E, and I don't know what Simply E wrote. Hold on, where are they? When did I see that? Oh, okay. That's funny. You sat here to read the epic long post. What does that say about you? So all these other people are talking to Sarah, but she only addresses that one comment, right? Because everybody else is pretty much fucking right. She writes back to that person. Simply, what's funny is I didn't read it. I never do read her stuff when it becomes novel length. Thanks, though. All right. So again, I'm just gonna scroll. This is a fucking novel to fucking, like, I don't know. She must be in like a remedial reading level there, because like if that's a fucking novel to you, Sarah, I don't know, girl. I feel kind of bad for you. And you know, I love when people write that, because that's just like it's basically their way of saying, you're right, I'm a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's their way of like not owning their shit. They just like, oh, you got a long fucking novel comment. So stupid. So fucking stupid. So you just come here to comment. I mean, that's even more sad. You just came here to comment. You didn't even read my post. How'd you know I was bullying Sarah then if you didn't read the post? Right? So that was her last fucking reply. But I just think it's so funny. Sarah's just a great example of one of those people who has none of this shit has anything to do with her. She inserts her fucking opinion like everywhere, thinking that people actually give a shit. Okay. And then when you fucking come back at her, the last time, okay, Sarah commented, I wrote back to Sarah because she was telling me to block her and all this shit. And I'm thinking like, you don't get to fucking tell me what to do, Sarah. You don't have to come here. You voluntarily come here and fucking comment on my shit. So, like, what does that say about you? Why are you coming here to gaslight me? And then she told me that I don't like when people don't agree with me. Sarah, am I in the Twilight Zone? You're the one who comes over here talking shit to me, telling me how horrible I am and how she doesn't agree with anything that I have to say. And then gaslighting me into thinking that I'm the one who gets mad about not agreeing. I'm like, dude, girl, you are going out of your way just to let me know that you don't agree with me. You are literally going out of your way to let me know. How am I the person who gets mad? Okay. You get upset when I don't fucking give you the answer or reply that you want to your rude ass comments. Like, I'm like, I'm just trying to understand what this girl wants, because it's so, she's like, I trigger her. No, Sarah, I'm just trying to figure you out because you're fucking weird, dude. And you're a little, I'm like, what would make a person do this? Like, what makes a person do this shit? I'm like, I'm almost like fascinated by how fucking stupid it is. Because I'm like, how do you come over here and like start accusing me of all this shit, right? When like, I don't bother you, Sarah. I never reach out to you. I don't, follow you around YouTube and comment underneath your comments. Like, I don't bother you. Every time it's you initiating the contact with me. So how could you tell me that I'm the person who gets upset when I don't agree with you? Like, is it just me or does this not make sense? Her behavior. It's a little crazy. To be honest, I hope this girl's not married because I can only imagine what her fucking husband goes through. She's like one of those bitches that fucking like probably just picks fights with her husband all the time. Like the fucking garbage can, you know, whatever. He didn't screw the cap on the toothpaste and she probably has a fucking heart attack and like chases him around the house with the toothpaste and shows him how to screw the cap on. Like, I could just see her being one of those type bitches because I've never seen anybody go out of their way that many times to fight with somebody or to argue with them or to just insert their opinion when the person has told them like a million times that they don't care. I don't care what you think about me, Sarah. Sorry. Like, I don't like, you need to just accept that and move on. You know, stop bothering me, Sarah. Cause like, you have to just like learn boundaries. When somebody keeps telling you time after time after time that they don't care what you have to say and you keep force feeding your fucking opinion down their throat, it's fucking weird, man. It's a little weird, Sarah. That's kind of like harassment in a sense. Like, I mean, I don't want to say harassment because that's kind of like dramatic, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's just fucking weird. I don't know what other word to use. But like, stop fucking force feeding me your fucking annoying opinions. I don't fucking care. Like, I wouldn't, like, the more she does this, like, the more I realize the less her opinion actually matters to me. Because I'm like, wow, this girl doesn't get the hint. She really just doesn't take a hint. Like, I mean, I haven't even hinted, though. I've pretty much straight out told her at this point, and she still doesn't get it. She still doesn't get it. And she knows it triggers me because I see her bragging in other chats sometimes, like, ha, 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 you know, and I'm like thinking like, so you're doing this for like enjoyment? Like, that's kind of sadistic and weird. All right, Sarah, have fun with that, girl. Have fun with that. Okay. Fucking weirdo. Anyway. Honey, I'm a bit concerned about you. You left the cap off the toothpaste. You need to take a moment and self-reflect on this tube of toothpaste. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. I know, like, oh, that was the other. I had a reply down there that I wrote to somebody. I'm like, here's the irony in this whole thing. I totally forgot to say this. It probably took Sarah more time to read the post, think about what she was going to say, and then type out her whole comment about how she was so concerned about me. And then she's like sitting there criticizing me that it's the 4th of July, like as if I should be like doing something. But no, it's okay if Sarah wants to spend her time on YouTube fucking typing posts and shit and comments everywhere. I'm like, Sarah, like it's the 4th of July. I'm sitting in my backyard like most people do, okay? Especially during COVID where like people aren't really having parties. I'm kind of like sitting in my backyard relaxing, like just chilling out in the sun. And like, oh, well, I'm on YouTube. I mean, why can't I be on YouTube on the 4th of July? Is there some type of fucking rule? Because, like, there was millions of other people on YouTube yesterday. Why is it wrong for me? And she's like, you're fighting with so many people. All right, no, Sarah. So many people are fighting with me. That's it. Like, you don't understand. I'm not going around starting shit with fucking Sarah and Dippity. I don't even talk about that girl. I don't care about that girl. She took it upon herself to put a community post out about me. Okay. I didn't start a fight with her or Randy. Okay. Randy, Diane, and Wendy all got themselves involved in a situation between me, Tiffany, and Dumpy DUMP. So again, that's not me starting it. Mandy decided to just be an asshole because she likes stirring the pot and she's a psychopath and she loves, you know, disrupting people and causing chaos like most psychopaths do. So Mandy started a fight. Like, do you see a pattern here? Like, I have not gone out and just like fucked with people for no reason. Like, that's fighting with everybody. When you just go out and start fucking with people. When I'm in the chat And there's troll after troll after troll coming in talking about my fucking teeth because these people have some kind of weird obsession with my fucking teeth that is like so disturbing. Why do you care about what's in my mouth? I have no idea. Like, why do you care if my teeth get fixed or if they're straight or crooked? Are you seriously going to sleep better knowing that my teeth are straight? Like, if my teeth offend you, don't look at them, right? Go somewhere else and just don't look at it. You don't have to look at my teeth. It's fucking weird. But when they come in there, person after person after person after person, and I defend myself and tell them to fuck off or whatever I say, that's me fighting with everybody? Like, Sarah, you feeling okay, girl? You're a little fucked up. Thank you, Muppets and Vanilla. Muppet. I don't care. That's what these people, like, listen, of course, does it bother me? Sure, I would love to get my fucking teeth fixed, but it's not like, it's a vanity thing, right? It's a fucking vanity thing. Do I really I hate going to the dentist? Like, I don't know. Well, why am I going to force myself to do something that fucking makes me uncomfortable when it's not really that fucking important? It's for vanity. Like, I'm not that vain. So I don't know. Does it bother me? Yeah, of course it does. But like, I mean, I could go and get it fixed, but it's just not a priority on my fucking list of things. Like, I'm 40 years old, or I'm going to be 40 next year. So my looks are like not on the top of my priority list right now in life. You know, I have a kid. I don't know. Like, there's other things I could spend my money on. I guess I'll put it that way. Like, that's how you should be as a parent. I'm not saying you shouldn't be caring about, just letting yourself go and not caring about yourself. But like, as a parent, my kid comes first, right? To go and spend like thousands of dollars on fucking braces when my son has hockey camp and fucking what do you call it? I'm trying to think. His travel hockey and all that shit. Like, doesn't that kind of seem like a foolish thing to spend money on? Like, when you're married? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh boy. Hold on, Tiffany. She's catering to her asshole too. Sarah and her video after video about Laura. Yeah. Sarah, like, get a fucking life, girl. You really do. Sarah and dipshit. I never had a problem with this girl. Never said anything bad about her that I can remember. And she's judging me because I'm friends with somebody she doesn't like. That's all she's could judge me on. And then they all turn around and say that I do that. I'm the one who doesn't talk to people because they talk to this person or that person. No. You got you know. Hold on. Oh, snap. What's this? What is this bullshit? Good Lord. Very important. Should I read this? Am I reading this? Oh, Mandy's victim comment. Let me get my little violin out. Hold on. I think we need the appropriate music for this. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Perfect. Let me play this while we read this. Okay, you guys ready? Hold on. Very important, so pay attention, everyone, before you go with your little twisted story. Number 1, I forward the email Tiffany sent me with the call to Brian so he can see it's clearly straight from her. Hold on, I gotta lower this. It's getting louder. Let me lower my victim music. Did you guys hear it? Hold on. Where was I? So he can see it's clearly straight from her, and so can the police. Number 2, Tiffany hadn't removed my access to the Google Drive link with the second call with her and MM. Didn't know that until a few days ago. I sent that link to Brian, and the access was denied. So I'm very glad I saved a copy for Brian's police. Yeah, okay, Mandy. I didn't do the dirty behind-the-scenes shit with Dumpy Dump, so it wasn't my responsibility to reach out to Brian. This is not my problem. Hold on. But that's a good deflection tactic to put TM and MM's BS on me as my responsibility for me being a shady bitch. Sure, TM and MM. I had no, quote, pre-planned timestamps for my live video. Laughing my ass off. Wait, I'll do Wendy's laugh. I skipped through parts live that were boring or starting to sound too personal. But that's a good conspiracy theory. Really, Mandy? Okay. Number 5. This is a fucking novel, by the way, guys. I'm just warning you, okay? Number 5. Kinda hard to edit your own file. I played it straight from the email, a Google Drive link you sent to me, TM. Sorry, she wrote that in all caps. From 4/24/2020, when you sent me those things, I blocked you and MM to cool off for a bit. There were many times I did that. Just couldn't take it. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I lost my spot. My phone is trying to set me up. Hold on. This iPhone 11. What are you doing, Steve Jobs? Stop fucking with me. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna find my spot. Excuse me. This isn't even the worst of what these, quote, friends of mine have done to me that I didn't find out until months later, because apparently in Mandy's world, friends have to tell each other everything. Mandy, I shit. Sometimes 3 days goes by and I don't poop. When I wipe my ass, I fold the toilet paper 3 times. I always do a courtesy flush. Okay, do you feel better, Mandy? I included you. Oh, shit. This isn't even the worst. Okay, hold on. Done to me. I didn't find out until months later. All right. I've been sitting here for the past few months trying to figure out why they pretended to be my friends, passing things on to me, only now to blame me for not taking it to the people they did things to. Oh, sorry. Only for not taking it to the people they did the things to. How does anyone stand behind that? How? Where's my violin music? Come on, bitch. What happened? Oh, there we go. Hold on. I did some music so sad. That's why it took me a while. If anyone was in my shoes, and these two were your friends that constantly threw shit in your lap to later scream like lunatics, how you should have gone to the person they screwed with. For those of you that feel that way, I hope you never deal with what I've dealt with. They were so horrible to me. They told me they supported me and they'd be there for me. Lied to, manipulated. They talk shit about me behind my back, all while setting me up for things. Oh, that's fucking great. Dude, if that wasn't the fucking most ridiculous shit I've ever read in my life. Mandy, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. You have to be kidding me with this shit. They blamed me for not passing things along. Mandy, nobody blamed you. Nobody fucking blamed you. We just said you didn't pass it along. See, this is a problem with you, Mandy. You think blame is like, I don't know, somebody must have blamed. This is my theory. Again, speculating here. But, okay, I really do think somewhere along the lines in Mandy's life, right? Like maybe when she was a kid, okay? Here's a scenario. I think I know what happened. I think Mandy and her brother were in the living room, okay? And they were fucking playing football, right? And you know, back in the 80s, everybody's mom wanted to have a really nice living room. So Mandy and her brother are sitting there having a grand old time, and they're throwing the football back and forth. And then all of a sudden, Mandy, the fucking football, she was trying to spiral it, but it kind of like got a little wonky. She threw a little bit of a curveball, and it went off, and it broke a vase in her mother's living room. Okay. And her brother, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't her. It was her brother who broke the vase. Let me back that up. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. It was her brother. He accidentally broke the vase, and then he made Mandy take the blame for it. Okay. And Mandy got grounded for a week. For 1 week straight, her parents told her she cannot watch Saved by the Bell before school. And so Mandy has been traumatized about being blamed ever since that day. Okay. So here we are now, 25 years later. And when Mandy hears the word blame, it's like a trigger. Okay. All flashback. She goes back into time and she sees that vase falling off the shelf in slow motion and just shattering into a million pieces. And her brother pointing the finger, Mandy did it. Like she hears it in slow motion in her mind. And then she hears her mom, Mandy, you're grounded. You know what I'm saying? And so now she's all fucked up about having to take blame for things. So when she feels like people are fucking placing blame on her, she gets crazy. She's like, God damn it, Peter, or whatever the fuck her brother's name is, you know? And that has to be it, because I don't know anybody else who's so goddamn worried about being blamed for things. Because like I get blamed for like fucking so much shit on here daily. It's like if I had to like freak out about everything that I got blamed for, I would be in a fucking loony bin. I really would. I really would. First of all, I never asked her, just to make this clear, okay? I'm not trying to like sell Tiffany up, but like I didn't even know until after the fact that Mandy even got those phone calls, right? Tiffany sent them to her and told me afterwards, right? So like she's saying they, but it's like, well, Mandy, you know that I'm not the one who sent you the phone calls. So why are you putting me in there? Because again, some reason people see me and Tiffany as like we're fucking Siamese twins and we're the same person. God, like I know we're good friends, but like we're different people. But like, second of all, like just because Tiffany said that Mandy didn't pass them to Brian, and first of all, we could tell this is bullshit because Mandy's like, oh, the password didn't work. So then why didn't you just ask Tiffany or whatever didn't work? Why didn't you just ask Tiffany? Now you're saying you did send them to Brian? Like, what, Mandy? Nobody even fucking cares about that part. Nobody, this is Mandy's problem. Nobody cares. Nobody's even thinking about that, Mandy. Nobody. But of course, because you're Mandy and the only person you think about and care about is Mandy, you're sitting around ruminating about being blamed about not passing a fucking file along. Mandy, get yourself some fucking help, okay? Because if that's the most important thing or the biggest stress in your life right now, God bless you, boo-boo. You got a pretty good life, okay? You are fucking ridiculous. Shut the fuck up and take several seats, Mandy. For fuck's sakes. Thank you. God damn. I've never seen somebody so fucking dramatic. Mandy hears the word blame and she's like, it's like, she's like a fucking bull fucking charging at a matador. Blame! It's like the fucking color red. Holy shit, Mandy. Nobody fucking even gives a fuck about that. That is the most insignificant detail to the whole story. It really is. Holy shit. Holy shit. We told Brian several times that if he needed it, he could ask us. He never asked us. So nobody cares that you didn't pass it along. At least I don't. I didn't even know you were supposed to pass it along until like 2 days ago. Because I finally asked Tiffany, why'd you give those to Mandy? I forgot. She's like, oh, to give to Brian. I'm like, oh, all right. No, Mandy probably, see, and here's probably what happened, okay? Tiffany's not even up here, but I'm going to speculate. Tonight's secret word. Hold on. Well, I just had a nice time. Fucking crying like Mandy makes you break out in a sweat. All right. So I'm speculating here, but I can guarantee you guys, I'm almost like 99.999999999% sure that Mandy asked Tiffany for those calls. Asked. She asked or volunteered to help not because she gave a shit about Brian, right? Not because she gave a shit about Brian or his kids or, getting him the information. She asked because she's just a nosy fuck and needs to know everything and hear everything. And also she likes to collect data to use against people as like blackmail or collateral damage or whatever. But like nobody, okay? Nobody, neither me nor Tiffany. Mandy, do me a favor. Okay? Seriously. I know you're listening. I know you're fucking creeping somewhere around here. I want you to do me a favor, Mandy. Give me one example, okay, of when me, Mega Mobster, Leanna, dumped anything in your lap and asked you to take care of it. One example, Mandy. One example. I asked you to do something for me. Just one. Okay? Not even two. One example of me dumping something in your lap. Then after you do that, I want you to give me one more example of Tiffany dumping something in your lap and asking you to do something for her. Okay? I'll wait. They've never asked you for shit, Mandy. Ever. Oh my God. Is she not the most fucking ridiculous person? I'm totally gonna fucking be like, there's gonna be like 10 lives made about me and fucking 400, novel length comments. Okay, that's a novel length comment, Sarah. Pay attention. That shit was like a fucking dissertation. Jesus fucking Christ. The presidential inauguration speech is fucking shorter than that. The fucking I have a dream speech is fucking shorter than that. Okay? The fucking shit, I can't think of Lincoln's speech. Whatever. You got the point. You get the point, right? Mandy writes epically long fucking comments about nothing. That is actually about absolutely fucking nothing relevant, Mandy. Nobody gave a shit that you didn't pass it around. Stop acting like I'm YouTube sacrificial lamb. No, all right, Mandy. Okay. Right. No, you're YouTube's fucking idiot. That's what you are. No. YouTube's the laughing stock. That's probably more accurate. fucking idiot. She's so dumb. Oh, God. I really do wonder what it's like to be married to her. I really do. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I just can't imagine how difficult it is to be in her, like in a fucking intimate relationship with her. And have to like get through everyday life with her. Jesus fucking Christ. Jules, she says it at least fucking once a day. Y'all, everybody set me up. I'm YouTube sacrificial lamb. And we'll tell an M using me as a sacrificial lamb. Oh my God, man. I need your help to prove this lie. Oh, you know what got her triggered really bad yesterday in the chat? Hold on. I'm eating my fucking ice pop. What was it? I said something about, I'm trying to think. Oh, it was something about her. Oh, making fake screenshots. She bugged the fuck out. She got so fucking crazy over it. She's like, oh yeah, what am I gonna do? Mrs. Graphic Designer. She's saying to me. I'm like, Mandy, first of all, there's fucking apps. And then she goes like this. She goes, I wonder if there's an app for that. Really, Mandy? There is an app for that, and you know that. Because I'm pretty sure she's the one who fucking told me there was an app when we got sent fake text messages last year. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot. Anyway. Mandy, you don't manufacture fake screen messages, text messages. What you do is you twist the context. Like she did a couple months ago when she first fucking started all this bullshit with us. This girl is literally twisted over the fact that I wouldn't tell her that I was in a fucking Patreon. She's twisted over it. Twisted. As if I have to include her in that. As if my $50, part of that went to me telling Mandy. The fuck out of here, Mandy. Mandy, this is why I didn't tell you. This is exactly why. So you no longer, Mandy, should ever question why people don't trust you, why people side-eye you, why people think you're shady, why people think you're every fucking troll account. You shouldn't wonder anymore. The reason everybody thinks all of that is because of you. That's the reason they think of it. Because of you and your shitty, shady, selfish, weird fucking behavior. And the reason people think you're crazy is because of you and the shit you do. Like writing these long, ridiculous comments about nothing that relevant. That's why people think you're crazy. Because Mandy does the victim thing. You don't know what it was like to be friends with them. She's like, what did she write in there? I had to block them a fucking few times. Tell me there's more. Tell me there's more, please. Does anybody seriously listen to Mandy? I think she lost all of her fucking credibility. Like, really, Mandy? Then, okay. That, I would buy that, okay? I would maybe buy that. Except for the fact is, Mandy, why did you block Desiree? Why did you block Hummingbird? What did they do to you? What did your two good friends do to you? Why'd you block them? Was there a reason? Because I must have missed that. I really must have missed that. Oh, happy. No, I had some before, though. But I mean, nice pop. Like, I would believe that, but you also blocked other people who didn't do all that to you, right? Who never asked you for anything. So it doesn't make any sense. Hold on a second, peekaboo. Let me see. Oh, dear God. Okay, hold on. Save. Give me a moment here. I have to save a couple of things. What is this? Hold on. Save. Some of that shit is so goddamn fucking ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. Tiffany, what am I showing here? Hold on. I just have to forward it to my phone, my computer. Are these the same, all four of them, or? Yo, what are you doing, bro? Fuck are you doing, man? Fucking dog's drinking out of my fountain. Hold on. Oh, they changed the fucking recipe of the ice pops and they just don't taste the same. Why would they ruin something such as that? God forbid I dox her email. I know, right? Hold on. So you're saying, Tiffany, why don't link so you can explain this? Hold on, let me just show. I know you were live today, and thank you, Tiffany, for, I had to point this out to everybody because everybody's like, oh, Tiffany's a shitty person and she's a shitty friend. Well, she's such a shitty friend today. She actually fucking ended her live, like cut her fucking live completely fucking off when I know that she still had time to go, okay, to fucking check on me and make sure I was okay. So she's such a shitty friend, right? She's such a shitty person. She literally, as soon as I left her panel, and I didn't need her to do that, like, cause she knew, I mean, I know as much as she worries as a friend, she also knows that I'm okay. Like most of the time, like, I think I handle this shit a lot calmer than some people do, or some people would maybe, but she still got off, and was trying to make sure if I was okay. But everybody's like, oh, she's a shitty person and a shitty friend. No, because shitty friends don't do that. Shitty friends wouldn't even fucking care if you were upset. Because, it was like right after fucking Dumpy DUMP doxed me and, said whatever she said about my son. And fucking, she jumped right the fuck off down, which I really appreciate. I didn't want her to do that because I really think she needed to get through her live today, because not to fuck with all them and make them look like assholes, because that's not that hard to do, let's just admit it, but to kind of just get it off her own chest so that she feels better, because it's totally infuriating when you're constantly fucking being lied about and people are constantly twisting things. And I mean, again, I'm gonna reiterate, what Diane did today was like one of the most dangerous, irresponsible, stupid, fucking and I can't even think of another fucking word, but it's things to do. All right, so what are we looking at here, Tiffany? Did you say you wanted a link? Sorry, I asked questions and I fucking forget to pay attention for the answers. I think what she was trying to say, hold on, let me go back to the message, my phone, is that Mandy was saying something about how Tiffany sent her a link to sorry, I just like walked into a spider web or something. Mandy was basically saying that Tiffany sent her a link to a Google Drive thing, and that's where she had the recordings, which now that, you know what, Tiffany, that's so funny, because I was thinking about that today, and I was like, what? Why were Diane and Wendy having so much trouble opening that link? Because I thought it was YouTube. They kept saying it was a YouTube glitch. Then I realized it's not a fucking YouTube glitch. After you sent her the files, all right, so Tiffany had sent me the phone calls, like, I don't know, probably right after they happened. I never listened to them, but she was like, here, like, just in case, you know, anything ever happens, you have a copy, I have a copy, whatever. So, because like I'm on the phone call, you know? So then I think it was like a week or two later, right? Because I think the calls were on like the 14th or 15th. And it was like about 10 days later, she sent it to Mandy. When she sent it to me, I tried opening it up and I couldn't open up. I couldn't get it to play. And then she also sent it to Mandy. And I could prove this because I have the messages. Mandy, listen, Mandy's so snaky. Like, she really knows how to work everything. Okay. So she fucking knew exactly how to play these things. She had to like run them through some type of file converter. And then Mandy ended up posting them on her own fucking Google Drive link and shared it with us. Okay. So her saying that there was Tiffany's Google Drive link. No, Mandy, clearly that's not what happened. Because here's the recording. April 24th, you guys could see it says it on Tiffany's screenshot here, to Mandy. And then here's the recording itself, obviously. That's just, I mean, it's not, I can't play it, but that's it. That's the recordings. And she sent me both. I don't know if you guys need to see both, but that's all of them. So did I open all of them? Yeah, I think so. 11:35. Oh, maybe. Doesn't matter. Needless to say, just another thing Mandy fucking lied about. It was Mandy's fucking Google Drive link. And Tiffany, were you in here when I was I know you were in here. Did she ask you for these, or did you just offer for them to her? I forgot. 10 days. Note the date, April 24th, 10 days after Dumpy Dump. I think what she's going to say is after Dumpy called the police on Brian. Mandy's like acting like we hid all these things from her and we had to, dude, literally most of our phone conversations with Mandy were Mandy asking us if we knew this, if we knew that, or whatever. Playing fucking recorded phone calls that she recorded, or for us, like she played a recorded call with Kim for us one time. And then I can't for the fucking life of me remember there was another phone call or something that she invited us on a fucking live stream. And I find it so funny that she hasn't played that one yet, because I think that one would paint her in a bad light. So she, you know, of course, she doesn't even like, I must have said it 100 times and she like doesn't even address it. And I know she's fucking listening to us because she only cares about herself. So, you know, she's fucking, oh my God. You know, what's funny? I really, really tried to give Mandy another chance, because I will do that with people, right? I will always give people a second chance. It's just the kind of person I am, right? Like, I'm one of those people. My motto is hit me once, shame on you, hit me twice, shame on me. But if I give you a second chance and you blow it, that's it. Like, I'm done. So I gave Mandy a chance. Last year, she kind of fucking flipped out, went haywire and shit. When she came back this time, I really fucking, really, really had like faith in her, man. She really fucking did a very good job of fucking trying to play it like she wasn't crazy. She kept us on for a pretty long time. I mean, it was a pretty fucking decent amount of time of her basically saying, Tiffany, yeah, she definitely picked timestamps, because otherwise, how did she know what she was fast forwarding through? Right? I didn't hear it, but I mean, how else would she know? You can't just randomly fast forward through the boring parts. She had to know the timestamps. She just doesn't want to admit it because she knows it makes her look fucking obsessive and psychotic. But like, clearly, oh no, Mandy, you just happen to know how many seconds to fucking skip until you got to the next part you wanted to twist. Okay. Right. She thinks this is Mandy's biggest problem, honestly, is that she thinks that everybody's fucking dumber than her. And you want to hear how dumb she is? This is how dumb she is, right? There's this one time Mandy sends me a screenshot of something. And stupid Mandy, because she slips up a lot, Mandy. She thinks she's like so slick and so smart, but she actually slips up quite a bit. So there's this one time, this is when I first started like kind of talking to her again. She sends me a screenshot of something, right? Of like, I don't know if it was an email or something. Or no, it was something in Google. And all of a sudden I look up in the right screen, right? And you know, on the right top of the screen, if you're on a computer, on your web browser, like if you're in Google Chrome or even on YouTube, it shows your picture and your account signed in like the little circle, like it does here on YouTube. Well, Mandy sends it to me, and the fucking little circle is this account called Drama Llama. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's you. I was like, oh my God, that's Mandy. When she sent it to me, I didn't call it out. I saw it. I noticed it. I laughed to myself because I was like, oh my God, dumbass didn't even realize that she wasn't signed out of her fucking fake account, which that account wasn't bad. But I do remember a lot of people were wondering who it was because they would, you know, start fights with people and shit in chats. And so I zoom out. I don't know. It was a couple months later when we started talking again. And I was laughing and I told her, I'm like, you know, Mandy, one time you sent me a screenshot and it had the Drama Llama in the corner. And at the time, I remember I thought that person was her because she had actually helped me. She emailed me from the Drama Llama account and was like telling me how to, I don't know, do something with my cop car. I forgot exactly what it was. And I was like, this person sounds just like Mandy when I got it. But at the time, Mandy was gone from YouTube, you know? So I was like, it's probably not her. But sure enough, she sends me a screenshot. And when I finally tell her, and I'm just laughing about it, she's like, oh, that's not me. I'm like, Mandy, really? That's not you? She's like, no, that's not me. I'm like, Mandy, you sent me this screenshot. Like, come on, dude, it's you. Just admit it's you. She's like, no, it's not me. Me and a friend of mine shared that account. It's not me, though. Like, come on, Mandy. She's a liar. She's just a fucking liar. She's not too smart. That was my whole point there. Not too smart. She does fuck up every once in a blue moon. Barry Badelow. Matic Bandy. Yep. That is her fucking name. Next time she leaves and comes back, I really do think she should change her name to that. Read Tiffany Marie's comment above that one. Yeah, she asked me for them. She hounded me. All right, I thought so. I didn't want to say it, though, unless you... Because I kind of thought so, but I didn't want to just, like, accuse her. Yes, she asked me for them. She hounded me on the phone. One phone call. I was once again cooking and had to say, hold on, coming right up. She picked the timestamp she wanted. All right. You want to know what's so funny, too? That's another thing. All right. Mandy, it's like Mandy really, really, really does fucking project, and like, it's amazing because if you guys would have seen how fucking stressed out she used to make Tiffany because of her instability, like she would fucking, or instability rather, she would fucking, like just say the craziest things to her. That there was times that like Tiffany would be like, oh my God, Mandy won't stop texting me. Like, and I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. And I don't know how to calm her down. And like Tiffany really fucking cared. She did. And she tried. She really, 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 really fucking tried. And you know, I have to give her credit given their past and like the fact that like Mandy's very difficult. And listen, I know Tiffany always says like, she'll say things to me like, she thinks I have more of a heart than she does. And I'm like, sometimes, and I'm like, no, Tiffany, like you definitely, I think, in certain situations, but in certain situations, you have more heart and more patience than me. Because like with Mandy, when she started to act like that and started to get all paranoid and, you know, start whatever with her crazy conspiracies and all that shit, like I'm just like, I ain't got time for that. And I wouldn't even answer her text messages, you know. Very rarely would I, or I would just be like, okay, Mandy, or like whatever, maybe, you know, but like I don't fucking enable people when they're like that, you know. And I'm not saying, Tiffany, you're an enabler. I'm just saying that like I just don't want anything to do with people when they get like that, because there's no talking somebody like that when they're having a delusion or some type of paranoid delusion. When they're having that, you really, it's very hard to talk them off the ledge, you know. And this is very sad to say, and I'm not saying this to be an asshole or judgy, and I'm clearly not a doctor, but I really do think that Mandy's paranoia and all that kind of shit is definitely could be on a clinical level, where like I think, because this is the sad tragedy about Mandy, is that like she can be a fucking cool person, you know. She's funny, you can laugh with her and shit, like she's chill. She's like a cool, when Mandy's Mandy, you know, when she's cool and she's just chilled and she's regular Mandy, like she's a good person. Like, you know, she's fun to be around. She's fun to talk to. She's fun to joke around with and shit and laugh with and everything. But when she gets into these things where she gets paranoid and she starts thinking people are setting her up and coming after her, like it's sad to me. And but at the same time, I mean, if it's on a clinical level, Mandy, go get yourself help. Like, why do you want to live your life like that? Because like I can't, I see what it does to the people around her and how it stresses everybody that's friends with her out, and how it destroys relationships in her life. And it really does, in a sense, seem like it's almost schizophrenic. Like, because if you ever watched any kind of movies or documentaries about schizophrenia, or if you know anything about schizophrenia, that is a very common thing in schizophrenic people. And I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying if there's a possibility, her behavior sometimes reminds me of it. You know, some of the things that I've seen and I've watched where it's like they do drive people away from them. There's this woman, I told you guys about this woman a million times, this woman, Arana Lopez, that I follow, who was this up and coming, I guess, comedian. You know, she was on Wild and Out. She went to New York City. She tried to get on a show to be on 50 Cent, had this show called 50 Central on Comedy Central, but didn't work because 50 Cent, not that funny or interesting. But anyway, he is witty, though. I'll say that. He has some good rank outs and shit. But what do you call it? She, for whatever reason, I guess, you know, started going into this mental thing. Her family had her committed to Bellevue. I spoke with one of her family. Well, I spoke with two of her family members, a cousin and a brother, because at one time when I was following this girl, I was very concerned about her. She was like fucking putting herself in extremely dangerous situations. And like, there was a lot of people getting very concerned for her safety and shit, because she was homeless in New York City. And if you're familiar with the city, like some of the shit she was doing was extremely dangerous. And so her family had Instagram accounts and shit. They were also on Instagram. So a couple of people have reached out to them, and I reached out to her cousin and her what do you call it? Her sister, who I knew she wasn't talking to them at the time. And I was just like, you know, I don't know if you're following her, like, but this is just so concerning what she's doing, like, whatever it was at the time. And her family, her cousin actually ended up telling me that she was diagnosed schizophrenic. And then so I started reading about schizophrenia and the effects of it and homelessness. And like that, it's a very common thing that a lot of people that are homeless have schizophrenia, because what happens is like they start getting paranoid about everything. They get paranoid about, you know, people around them and the food. Like they'll think their food is being poisoned. And if you listen to this girl talk on her Instagram channel, these are the kind of things she's saying. She went home to Chicago after being homeless for a year in New York. And she said that she overheard her family plotting to kill her, and, you know, through this window or vent or some shit. Like, you know, that's what happens in schizophrenia. And like some of the things that Mandy does reminds me of that. Like, you know, she thinks everybody's setting her up all the time. And, You know, it's like we're dumping things in her lap, and like she takes YouTube so seriously. She thinks she's on this like fucking mission, this like serious mission on YouTube. And it's like, Mandy, it's fucking YouTube. You need to stop taking it so goddamn seriously. Calm the fuck down, Mandy. This shit isn't that goddamn important. It really isn't. I mean, I know there's serious things that happen here, like cop calls and, you know, that kind of shit. But like, not everything is that serious, Mandy. Not everything. You know, me going into a Patreon and making some stupid fucking troll ass channel with these funny videos on it. Like, nobody accused you, Mandy. And your friends, your closest friends, confirmed that today. So the only person I ever heard being accused was me and Tiffany, maybe. And that's it. I never heard anybody say it was Mandy. Nobody was accusing her. And they were accusing me every day. And guess what? I just sat there and laughed because I'm like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? So what? Even if it is me. Haha. I'm pretty funny, aren't I? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, meanwhile, Mandy was so worried, yet she started a whole nother channel called Molly Golightly's Promoter. And she was making little fucking videos on there. But of course, they're all gone now because Mandy always erases everything. Just like she erased. Listen, you have to have some serious fucking paranoia if you're spending time, okay, going back on messages with people on fucking Instagram from last November and one by one sitting there and I mean, there's some pretty long conversations in there that had to be time consuming for Mandy to sit there and go one by one and unsend every fucking message she sent to me. Like, that had to take her a good hour or so to sit there and do that. And it's like, dude, that is paranoia, Mandy. Paranoia at its fucking finest. And I'm not saying this to be an asshole, Mandy. I'm saying it because I really fucking think it's time you go get yourself evaluated. Because in the end, you're going to end up pushing everybody away around you. And you're going to be alone. And you're going to put your fucking kids through it. Because you guys think that Mandy's only paranoid on YouTube. Sorry. People like that, they're not just paranoid like that on YouTube. This is something that probably goes everywhere with her in her entire life. She probably gets paranoid about her family, her friends, her husband, her kids, everything. It's not just on YouTube, folks, because this is a very extreme paranoia. Very fucking extreme. Any time on here that I thought there was a slight possibility that I was being set up, there was a pretty valid reason for it. Like, for instance, Dumpy Dump. Okay? Dumpy Dump coming to me was very strange to me right off the bat because she's coming from a person who I've been known to have problems with, you know, pretty much the person who is the biggest problem I've had here on YouTube. So she's best friends with that person. So she comes to me from somebody who I don't like and who doesn't like me. She's fucking comes to me from there. Right away, I'm questioning things, you know? Then she keeps writing these things like, oh, I want to dox this person and that person. And I felt like she was trying to like see if we were cool with it or not. So we'd be like, yeah. Here's this person's information, or here, go dox this person. Right? Like, I felt like these were all like tests. Like, she was like trying to fucking set us up. Because I'm thinking, why does this person who was never that involved in YouTube all of a sudden have all this beef with people that they never fucking talk to on YouTube? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So in a case like that, I mean, I guess it could be a little paranoid, right? But Mandy's paranoid about her own fucking friends that she's known for over a fucking year. Over a fucking year. Okay? TSK? What? Why do I keep seeing her name in here? Fuck out of here. Yoshi the Paralet YouTube. Who's that, Jules? Sorry. I was ranting about Mandy's paranoia. It's so difficult to get them to take meds. Exactly, Cindy Lou Who. That's the problem with this girl that I follow, okay? Her family pretty much gave up on her, and it's really sad because they're like, there's nothing we could do. Like, she's paranoid. She thinks her whole family is like, you know, out to try to kill her and shit and poison her and fuck with her and take all her money. And it's just like, you know, it's crazy. So they're out to like sabotage her. She thinks like every aspect of her life. And oh, your parrot. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. His name's Yoshi. So let me click that before I lose it. But you guys know what I'm saying? Like, this is like Mandy's paranoid about everybody and everything. And I understand she's had shit happen to her, which could make you a little paranoid. I get it. I've been in the same situation. You know, the swatting bullshit definitely made me probably a little bit more paranoid than I normally would be about some things. But she just takes it to a different level. This is a whole new level. Like, she cut off every single one of her friends at the same exact time, and like thought they were all plotting against her at the same time. Like, Mandy, no, that, like, you know, just because Desiree and Hummingbird are in my chat, that doesn't mean that like we're plotting against you. Like, they just come in my chat. We're not sitting there fucking behind the scenes talking like, all right, guys. You know, she thinks we're having these like underground meetings like, hey, how could we all sit here and set Mandy up? Let's set Mandy up because I have nothing better to do in my life. So I'm going to set Mandy up to be the sacrificial lamb of YouTube. Fuck out of here, Mandy. You're giving yourself too much goddamn importance, for real. Nobody thinks of you. Half the time, you're not even fucking around. You're not even around. You disappear and fucking come back and disappear and come back. You're like a fucking cloud. The fuck out of here. A dark cloud. Stupid ass Mandy. Shut up. That's because that's what she... Yeah, Peekaboo, I see you. Thank you. Great comment there, girl. Because that is so true. It's like the cheating spouse theory. You know how like they say if your spouse is like constantly accusing you of cheating or whatever, it's most likely because they're the one who's cheating. Well, that's Mandy. She's constantly accusing everybody else of setting her up. And, you know, here's the thing. I don't know if Mandy's either delusional or a fucking genius, okay? Because maybe there's nothing wrong with Mandy, right? And this is all a fucking act, which is also possible. You know, maybe she's just playing everybody, acts like she's fucking crazy to A, scare people and keep them off her back, and B, so people fucking, you know, sympathize with her and feel bad for her and do things for her, because she's also highly manipulative. I used to tell her all the time, holy shit, Mandy, like, how do you do this? She gets people to give her fucking information. Like, she should seriously be a fucking interrogator for the fucking CIA or the FBI or some shit, because she gets people to cough information up. Like, people give her passwords and like all this crazy shit. And I'm like, how does she do it? I watched her do it one time, to be honest with you. When Marky Mark thing happened, okay, Mandy called Marky Mark up with us listening, right? She let us listen in. This was after he was outed and everything. And she was trying to get his password for the email that he was using. And she was like, she just like, it's not even like she asks for it. She like tells you you're going to get it. Like, we watched the whole fucking thing. Like, she could literally probably sell ice to an Eskimo. Like, she's so good at whatever it is that she fucking does. Brain fucking you, I guess. Because she was just like, all right, so you're going to give me the password, all right? I'll give you till 10:30. Call me when you get home. And I need the password to this. Is that the only account? No? Okay. Give me the password to the other account. That was probably the one time I mean, she tried and he didn't pull through. But, like, he was about to. I mean, it was pretty fucking impressive what she was doing on the phone. She did get him to give her a lot of information that I was pretty fucking surprised that she got from him. I called the TSK shit. I watched as it was going down. Tiffany, what happened? What TSK shit? You want a link? I asked you before, but I don't know if you answered me. I mean, it's fucking crazy shit. Crazy fucking shit. TSK being doxxed. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's another bullshit thing. For all we know, Mandy doxxed the girl, okay? Because it's so weird that Mandy's like so quick to point the finger at us. So fucking quick to point the finger at us. Or at, well, Tiffany. Nobody, dude, I swear over my fucking child, I didn't dox this bitch. She's fucking crazy. I try to stay away from that bitch and avoid anything having to do with her at all fucking costs. That girl is another Mandy. Her and Mandy should actually hang out with one another. They both fucking, they're both sick. Both of them. You know what? You're right. She could have, I assume because TSK made a video of TNT and said she doxed her. Maybe it was Mandy. Oh, it could have been TNT too. I don't know. Whatever happened with TNT's cop call? Did anybody find out? Because, you know, Laura said the other night about Brian knowing information. Don't know. Big heck. Coffee at, well, I know it's not 2 a.m. where you are. It's a little earlier. I could never drink coffee this late. I think I would be up all night. I did, but didn't pay it too much of mind. Anyway, yeah, I know. Well, it's easy to, you know, it's easy. See, this is a problem, okay? Even today, this is a thing, a reoccurring thing on YouTube, right? When Trisha's supposed call happened, right away, everybody's like, oh my God, it's Oni, it's Oni, it's Oni. And it's like, dude, is Oni a serial swatter? Yes, he is. Absolutely. Is every swat that happens on YouTube and in this community from him? I don't think so. You know, now it's like Dumpy Dump. Okay, so then everything must be Dumpy Dump's fault, right? Might be Laura's CPS calls Dumpy Dump and yada, yada, yada. It's like, you know, now it's Tiffany. Now let's just blame Tiffany. She'll be the fall guy for everybody. She'll be the fall guy for everything that happens from here on out. Every time somebody gets doxxed, even if it's somebody she's never had any fucking interactions with or problems with. Dude, like, we didn't even address, okay? Truth Seeker knows. Truth Seeker knows. Sorry, I have to do her voice. She... TM and MM, I made like 4 videos about them. She made like fucking 10 videos about us. And I refused to fucking acknowledge that girl. Refused. I was like, I am not acknowledging that girl. Like Laura always says about Kiki. And oh God, I want to resurrect that one. But look, you know, it's like, I don't do crazy. I don't fucking deal with crazy. That bitch is fucking on another planet, okay? She's not just like a little crazy. Like, I could be a little crazy. We all can, right? She's like crazy. Like, that bitch is not right in the head. There's clearly something off. Like, I don't know. Maybe she was fucking dropped on her head when she was a baby. Maybe, you know, she said she's an MMA fighter. Maybe she took too many fucking, I don't know, uppercuts to the face. I have no idea. Okay. I don't know what it is. You know, like what is that shit Aaron Hernandez had that fucking from getting so many concussions in football? They said he had it. I forget the name of it. Maybe she has some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck it is, but whatever it is, I don't want nothing to fucking do with it. I don't want a goddamn thing to do with it. I want it as far the fuck away from me as fucking possible. Thank you. Have a nice day. CTE. That's it, Big Heck. And Tiffany. Big Heck. I don't know why. I just love saying Big Heck. But yeah, it's like there's something a little bit like you could tell something's just a little off there. and she's not like playing with a full deck of cards. So she's kind of one of those people that I rather just like, go ahead, girl, do your thing. You know, if you gotta fucking make fun of me and go off about me, like, go ahead. Like, I'll be over here. I don't know. There's no point of addressing her. She seems very irrational and hard to speak to. Regardless, I don't fucking care where she lives. I don't care. I really don't care to know anything about her. To be honest, it was kind of, when I first heard her accent, I mean, she's from the Northeast. I could tell that. Like, it's pretty easy to tell, but she has that, like, okay, I don't know. She almost sounds like she's from whatever. Yeah, she said her punishment in court was boxing. Yeah, I didn't hear this with my own eyes. I think, Tiffany, you told me this, that she said that I didn't hear it. Did I just say I didn't hear this with my own eyes? Jesus. Fucking what a day, huh? I didn't hear this with my own ears. She said that she went to court. I don't know. She got some type of, because I don't fucking care. I'll fucking catch a charge. I've been in the fucking clink. But, holy shit, this fan's like a fucking tornado in here. Hold on. She said her punishment, the judge told her to do kickboxing. That was part of her punishment. Okay, girl. Maybe the judge was like joking around, because I could see that happening, because some judges are smartasses. And like, if you get an assault charge or some shit, I could see a judge being like, you know, don't beat people up. Take some kickboxing classes or something. Anger management classes, absolutely. I could see court mandated, you know. I could see that. But kickboxing, I don't know about that, girl. Or boxing, rather. I don't think so, girl. Novemberine's like, they don't fucking court order kickboxing. Period. That's it. And you're right. You don't know those people that you're like, how is it possible? You know those people that you're like, how is it possible? She reminds me of that. She's probably on the show Cops. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what her record looks like, but I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe she got into too many fucking kickboxing fights. She's like, I listened to one of her lives, and this was like months after it happened. It was actually, I don't know, maybe like a month ago, because I remember I was outside doing something with my plants, and I listened to one of her fucking lives for the first time, and it was the one of them about me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, she couldn't even, I mean, I thought I was ADD. This girl she's the poster child for ADD. She couldn't even stay on topic whatsoever. Like, she'd be like, okay, so I'm going to start talking. And then she all of a sudden goes into the story about her fucking dog. And then she's like back to me and Tiffany. And she's just saying the weirdest things. She's like, oh, that little tampon. You know, her little tampon. And the Donatella Versace chick. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who are you even talking about? Donatella Versace. What? What the fuck? Oh shit, you're right, Bally Babe. I always forget about my Amazon link. I gotta see if I can find that. My dog, his name is Tupac. We got him like that. We adopted him because I do pit bull rescues. Big Hack, do you ever get brain imaging to check the progression? What is Big Hack? Big Hack, what do you have, dude? Oh, from football? Big Hack? Let me tell you something, man. I don't know if you guys watched the Aaron Hernandez documentary on Netflix. I assume it's still on there. It was actually really good. That was a case that didn't like, I believe Aaron Hernandez's trial went on. No, it wasn't his trial. did they go on the same time as the Jodi Arias trial? It might have been around the same time. And then, or maybe the same time as her second trial, because she had I don't know. They had to redo the penalty phase of her trial because there was a hung jury in the first one. So they basically had to retry her in a sense. But anyway, I remember his trial. I remember his name being in the news, but I never really watched. Like, I didn't really know the story and exactly what happened. Recently, I think my husband put it on, maybe the Netflix, or maybe I did. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And it's really scary, that fucking CTE shit, when they start getting into that. I think in like the last episode, and the effects that it has on your brain from, wow, Big Heck. Big Heck, did you just play like high school football, or that's why I'm scared. I hope my son never wants to do football. Although, like, even though hockey is very, 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 like, probably one of the most intense contact sports there is out there, because of, I mean, you do a lot of fucking checking and bumping around and all that kind of shit. Football is way harder on your fucking head, because you're pretty much leading with your fucking head when you run. When you're in hockey, your head is supposed to be up at all times. You're never supposed to look down at the puck. You're supposed to stick handle. You're never supposed to look down on the ice, ever. Head up always, because you could crash into somebody and fucking break your neck. So, it's a skill that takes time to learn, because you have muscle memory. Your muscles have to actually, like, remember without looking. So it's scary, though. It's just scary, the amount of damage that it does to your head. Very scary. Very scary. I was really surprised by that when I watched the Aaron Hernandez documentary. Yeah, me too, Krista. That was like a kind of twist at the end, because it was like, I was not even expecting that to be a factor. And God, what a fucking, what a tragic tale. Talk about wasted talent. What'd they say in Bronx Tale? The two worst things, it's like one of them's wasted talent, or maybe that's the only one. I don't know. But like, that's like, dude, that guy had everything going for him. Everything. Why? Why'd you fuck your life up like that? 17 years of football, little league, high school, college, and minor league. Wow. Wow, Big Hack. You made it pretty far then. I mean, college football is a big deal. Huge. Especially if you're, like, where was he? University of Florida, was it? The Gators? Whatever. One of my cousins goes there. Same school he played at. And who else? Tebow, right? I don't know shit about football. I mean, I learned all this from the documentary. I'm like, honestly I'm not a big football fan. A fall on the ice can be bad. Yeah, happy. No, happy. You know what's really bad? The worst thing that could honestly happen to you in hockey is a fall into the fucking boards. The boards is usually what ruins fucking people's careers more than anything. Because my son's hockey coach, I think there's actually a video of it on YouTube. He actually fucking ruined his career. He was playing for the Coyotes, the Arizona Coyotes, and he went right into the boards, his shoulder right into the boards first, and it ended his fucking whole career, his whole hockey career, just from that one hit. I'm good, scheduling a vacation for winter. Turks and Caicos. Ooh, go girl. You go, girl. I priced out Turks and Caicos. It's so fucking expensive. So expensive. I gotta rebook my vacation. I'm so pissed about that fucking coronavirus. That's what my son always says. He goes, we can't go out because of the coronavirus. It's hard, though, isn't it? When you guys hit someone else. Yay. Wasn't a big name college team as Division II. Yeah, but that's a big school. Texas, West Texas. That's actually a big school, though. Still. West Texas A&M University, not the big Texas A&M that we all know too. But yeah, Division II is still good. Big Hack, that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Did you get a scholarship? Because I always tell my son that. I say, man, like, I don't care if he doesn't fucking become the next Wayne Gretzky, but like, if he gets a fucking scholarship for college, that would be great. You know, that's all he gets out of it. Great. You know, hopefully he gets drafted into the NHL, but just saying. He's got to keep working. He's got to keep fucking working. My boy is growing and made it many, many years. Wow. It's a big thing. I know too, it is so hard to make, well, hockey's actually the hardest sport to go pro in. Like, your chances are very slim of going pro in hockey, especially being an American, because most of the pro hockey players are Canadian, or from other countries, like fucking Alex Ovechkin. Is Alex Ovechkin Canadian? I don't know. No, I'm thinking not Alex Ovechkin. Who's that other fucking really big guy? I can't think of his name. Whatever. But either way, I had two friends growing up, and this one kid, he was like my first crush when I was like in 4th grade. His dad was our gym teacher, and him and his brother, well, he had 2 brothers. One of them was like epileptic. He had like all medical issues, but him and his other brother, the middle brother, I mean, these kids literally lived and breathed baseball, man. He was always the best player. He was the best player, number 1 player every fucking year, you know. His dad used to, like, even as young as like shit in 4th grade, the dad, he wasn't allowed out. He would have to come home from school. They had a fucking batting cage in the backyard. He was outside fucking batting, you know. He played fucking first base, I think. And I had another friend whose dad was just like that. I mean, these kids were at baseball all the time, man. They fucking were constantly baseball practice. And he made it. He got drafted into the minor leagues. He played for the Expos, but he never actually got picked up from there. And he was fucking awesome. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how hard it is. And people don't realize, like, somebody like Derek Jeter, who I know a lot of people fucking hate, but you just hate him because you ain't him. Like, really, Derek Jeter is a fucking baseball god. Like, there hasn't been a player like Derek Jeter in baseball since like the fucking old dynasty of the fucking Yankees, like Babe Ruth and fucking Mickey Mantles and shit, Lou Gehrig's. You know, he was just an amazing fucking player. Amazing. And his whole career on the Yankees, but for him to like I watched a few documentaries about him, but for him to get where he got in baseball and just goes here the way his whole career went, that does not happen to people. He dreamt of fucking being a Yankee when he was a kid. He grew up dreaming of being a fucking Yankee, and he became not only a Yankee, but a fucking lifetime, you know, Yankee with the most fucking hits, who was captain. Hello. You know how rare that is to happen in somebody's life? It almost seems like unreal. Exactly. He's the man. No one should hate on him. It's the truth, Big Hack. When I was, you know, when he was on the team, I refused to wear a Jeter shirt to games because I was like, all the girls wear Jeter shirts because he's so cute. You know, he is. He's fucking gorgeous. But I was like, I respect him as a player. I don't care about his fucking, you know, yeah, he's a cute, good-looking dude, but I just, like, I didn't want to wear it because I'm like, I don't want to be that girl wearing the Jeter shirt just because he's fucking cute. He's a good player. So I used to get Bernie Williams for a little while he was on the team. So I like Bernie Williams. Football is the shit. So much fun. To me, it's the best sport, but it's not worth dealing with the aftermath. Wow. I'm going to tap out. Oh my God, girl, no problem, Jules. Hit me up tomorrow, Jules. Have a good night, girl. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope none of you guys ever feel, oh, Marianne's smoking a cigarette. She put the little emoji. I hope you guys just, all the mods in here, anybody that's modding, like, don't ever feel like, you have to be here to mod. If you don't feel like it, don't worry about it. And then also, don't ever feel like once you come in here, you have to stay all night because you're, because you're a mod. I just don't want anybody to ever have to feel like that. They're obligated to be here because they have a wrench. Like, this is YouTube and it's recreational. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. I don't ever want people to feel like they're going to, they're sitting here working. What happened with Jonice tonight? I heard, was somebody fucking with her? My son already hurt his shoulder. No! Sports are scary. So, dude, I'm telling you, any mother of boys, you know what it is. You just feel like you're going to have a fucking heart attack every day. My son today jumped in the pool. We got this little tiny, it's not like the kiddie pools, but it's like one of those low ones. It's like one of those ones that looks like a little fucking space capsule. I don't know what else to call it. It has like the ring around it, the air that you blow up with air, and then you just like fill it up. It's like the weirdest thing, but it's also pretty fucking genius. My son could jump in it because it's so low. It's only up to like my knees, I think. And I'm trying to get him to like think the pool's fun because I don't know if I told you guys this, but my son's actually can't swim like to this day. He can, and I always used to wonder too when people are like, oh, I can't swim. I used to be like, what? How could you not fucking swim? Like, I don't know. I feel like swimming's kind of like second nature to us, right? Like, it's pretty easy. It's like, move your fucking arms and legs. How hard is that? But there's some people who literally can't swim. My son's one of them. I don't know what it is. He like fucking just can't swim. And it's like the weirdest thing. And I've tried everything. And his whole thing is his fear. He's got a fear of the water. Not when it's like shallow, when it's deep, which is weird because my grandfather was petrified of the fucking water. Like, he never used to go swimming. Like, he wouldn't even go in a pool, my grandfather. I think in my whole life, he went in a pool one time in Florida. But he was scared. I don't know why. But anyway, my son was trying to get him used to, like, here's, like, fun things you could do in the pool, Trying to make it look fun to him. Because I want him to know how to swim. Just God forbid, he's ever at somebody's house and they push him in the pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something I feel you need to know how to do. Especially when you live on a fucking island that's surrounded by water, right? So, he jumps in. I was making waves. You know how you used to do that shit? Marianne, I have him in lessons. He's been in lessons for an entire year. Over a year. And he still is petrified. Like, and forget it. We were in there for 3, 4, maybe 5 months. There was no progress whatsoever. And we realized it was the teacher because the one teacher left. She was going to college. And so the other girl, she made a lot of progress with him, but like, he's afraid to swim independently, So it's very weird. It's bizarre because it's like this kid could do so many things that other kids can't do, like skating, and his fucking hockey is like unbelievable. When he was 4 years old, he literally, I'm not even lying when I say this, he literally picked a fucking 2-wheel bike up one day and started riding it on his own. Like, we were shocked. We were like, what? Well, that's because we have one of those balance bikes, but he literally just like took off on it. It was like bizarre. But then swimming, he like sinks like a fucking brick. It's like so weird. He can't like keep himself up. I don't know what it is. I've tried everything. I even for like the last, I don't know how many months before the quarantine, I was going swimming with him. So he'd have his lessons Wednesday, and then I would take him swimming on Friday, and I would go in the pool with him. And like, I don't know what it is. It's a fear. And I don't know how he could get over that fear. So I'm trying to make him more comfortable in the pool. It's the one thing I'm trying to do. So I was making waves today in the pool. You know how like when you're in the pool, you take like the float and you make waves? You feel like you're in the ocean. So he fucking decides to take his little kickboard thing and he runs across the yard and dives into the pool, and he fucking swallowed a shitload of water, and he like gets up and he's like he has his hands like he's choking. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? What happened? Because I was in the pool with him. Like, what happened? And he accidentally, like, I guess he inhaled some water. I don't know. He swallowed it. And I was like, oh my God, boys, they give you such a heart attack. Everything. They can't just fucking swim in the pool. You know, it's like, could you just swim and like not have to do something crazy, like run and fucking jump in it with the fucking skimboard thing? Jesus Christ. They're the worst. He jumps over things with his bike. He's going to give me a fucking heart attack, this kid. Heart attack. He's like a little, he's a little daredevil, little fucking evil Knievel. Z-Hounds, that's like my son. See, he can't doggy paddle. He thinks he could swim underwater, which I find so bizarre because I'm like, if you're scared of the water, wouldn't you think swimming under it would be more scary than swimming above it? Right? But he can't doggy paddle. I've tried to show him a million times. Like, he cannot swim without his head being under the water. I don't get it. It's the weirdest thing. And he's 7 this year. And it's like, dude, like, you're getting to the age where like you should know how to swim. At camp every day, at the end of the day, they go in the pool every day, but they have to pass a test. So I bring him Monday for his first camp thing, you know, first day of camp. And he was so excited about it. He loves camp, dude. This kid was not on the ice for, hold on, February, March, April, May, May to June, almost 4 months, right? Since the quarantine started. Like, this kid lives on the fucking ice, okay? And he wasn't on it for 4 months. So he was like so excited going back to camp. But at the end of the day, they go swimming. And he was like, first day, I'm like, did you go in the pool? He's like, nope. I'm like, did you pass the test? He's like, nope. Like, Jesse, why? Why can't you just swim? So he sits there while all the other kids are in the pool. I'm like, all right, whatever you want to do. I mean, he's scared. He said it because the water is up to his chin. So I got blueprints on Friday of a pool that I want. Ooh, nice big hack. I like big hack. I grew up my whole life with an in-ground pool. My parents had it. We had a pretty nice pool. And all my neighbors had pools. So it's very weird to me not having a pool. Like, this thing is, you know, a fucking bathtub compared to what I'm used to having. But like, I don't know. We had a pool when we moved in here. It was huge. It was an oval above ground pool, but it was one of those like oblong, you know, really, really big above ground pools. It was a little bit in ground. It had like a couple of inches dug in at the bottom on one side. It was up. Me and my husband rarely used it because it was fucking always cold all the time. I'm like one of those people, like, you ain't getting me in the pool unless it's like 95 degrees out like it was today and the pool's warm. I hate cold water. So like Long Island, not the best place for pools. And if you don't have a heated pool, it could suck. Unless your pool's in direct sunlight all day, your pool's going to be freezing. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, so we had the above ground pool. I mean, I went in it a few times, obviously. And then my husband was like talking about maybe taking it down. I come home one day and the fucking thing is in pieces. I'm like, where's the pool? He's like, oh, I took it down. I'm going to put grass here. I was like, you son of a bitch. But guess what? It would have came down anyway because it turned into the ice rink. So That's what I want, Ballet Babe, a freaking hot tub. I could go for one of those. I would love to have, you know what? That's actually a good idea, Ballet Babe. That would look nice right here on my little patio. Right next to my little fucking whatever this thing is called. Not gazebo. What the fuck's the name of it? God damn it. You guys know pergola? Is that what it is? Whatever. My little canopy thing here. Never had a pool. Yeah, Big Hack, it's fun. And if you have kids, do you have kids, Big Hack? Well, even if you don't, when you do have kids one day, it's going to be a worthy investment to have. You know, it's definitely something. Pergola. My pergola. It's a pergola. But yeah, it's definitely like something that's fun to have. It's fun to grow up with. Like I have so many good memories of being in my pool when I was a kid with my brother and all like the silly shit we used to do and dangerous shit that we probably could have died from. When I think back, I'm like, man, times have changed. My mom used to put, our pool actually wasn't big enough to have a diving board, even though it was in ground, because like the deep end was not, it wasn't long enough to have a fucking diving board. And I always wanted a diving board because I'm a pretty, like, I have to say, I'm a pretty good diver. I used to do flips and fucking back dives. Yo, what are you barking at? What are you barking at me for? Come here. Come on, Snoop. What do you want? You like wake up the whole house barking. Hold on a second. Let me go let this dumbass upstairs. Hold on. Stop barking. Sorry about that. I had to get the dog up the stairs. Like stupid. Anyway, so we didn't have a diving board because our pool was too small. So we used to put, you know, those little exercise trampolines, the ones like the little kids use, you know. We put one of those at the end of our pool, and we used to fucking run. And like this thing's not like tied into the fucking ground or whatever. We used to like run and jump off that fucking thing and do flips off of it. I mean, no safety precautions whatsoever taken at our house. Fucking crazy. Was that Peg that's barking? No, that's Snoop, y'all. Snoop Dogg. That's his name. That's what it says on his AKC papers. Snoop Dogg. He's a Doberman. He's a pain in the ass, too. I shouldn't complain. He's an old man. He's 10, and he can't get up the steps, so I have to... He, like... it's, like, the weirdest thing. He can't, like... He could get up the steps, but he just, like, wants me there for, like, support, you know, just in case anything happens. But it takes him, like... You'll see... He does, like, this weird thing where he stands at the bottom of the steps, and he, like, backs up, and then he goes, and then he stops, and then he backs up again. Or sometimes he, like, walks in circles, like... It's like, dude, just go. What's taking you? Why are you so hesitant? God damn it. There he is, Snoop Dogg. Anyway, guys, it's about 3 a.m. and I gotta get up early tomorrow. I got fucking camp. Gotta bring the little kiddo to camp early in the morning, bright and early. So, yes, Yarnfield, he's quite big. He's over 100 pounds. Should I get private lessons? Oh, well, Sarah, that makes me feel better. see, my son's getting lessons, but we've also been out of swimming now since March, so hopefully it opens back up. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, ballet babe. Was that recently? Sorry, girl. Well, yeah, I guess it had to be right before Easter. Big heck, get some sleep, big heck. And you guys all, and thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging tonight. You know, as usual, I'll be back. Don't worry. I will definitely be back maybe sometime during the week. I have some videos planned this week. Normal shit, you know, normal everyday shit. Thanks, big heck. So anyway, happy Monday to you guys. Hope you guys all had a good weekend. I know it was a little crazy on here, but you know, otherwise. And oh, ballet babe, I'm sorry, girl. That's like the worst, the freaking worst, losing a pet. It's the hardest part of being a pet owner. Because they never outlive us, you know. But she's in a better place. But you'll be all right. Anyway, guys, all right. On that note, I will see you guys next time. And I hope you guys all have a good night. Peace. Stay away from the Mandy's.